What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Titch and Geezer's prediction show. Your regular Friday night viewing. I don't know if you can tell, Geezer, I've got fucking flu. So, yeah, not good. Fucking bullshit. How you been anyway?
Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah. So you said that. I haven't been awake that long, so it might take me a while to answer questions.
What have you been doing this week? Anything interesting or same?
No, nothing spectacular, mate. Bits and pieces around the house, but nothing to write home about.
One thing. Let me
just, I can't even answer a question.
That's all right. I'll let you warm up. Danny, good evening. We had a little chat sort of before the show. Titch, what the other games? So, Robert, I put on here FA Cup final, Europa League final, and then Inter Milan v Lazio is maybe the next interesting game. So it's 8 Premier League fixtures, FA Cup, which is tomorrow, Europa League, and that game. At the minute, Man United are losing 1-0 to Chelsea. This game's in the 87th minute. And Villa beat Spurs 2-0. So as it stands, not that it's any sort of consolation, but West Ham will be above Man United and Spurs and would have played a game less because obviously these are playing now because they got the Europa League final midweek. One thing I want to talk about is we spoke about it before, yeah. Thanks, and I guess FA Cup final. Leeds interested in Soufal and Souček. I saw that. But Potter today put out I don't know if it's a statement, but I didn't know that when he was at Brighton, he was interested in Souček. And he's saying, I want to work with Souček in the short term, medium term, and long term. So, by all accounts, he wants him as part of his sort of going forward. He wants him at West Ham. And I really hope that he means that. Yeah, I want him to stay at West Ham, definitely. What's your thoughts on Souček?
Yeah, well, I had a little mini rant about it on our stream Wednesday.
Why was there people
knocking Souček,
Yeah.
Stop it. I mean, he scores again. He's in the box again. He's got 9 goals, you see. Over 40 goals for us now.
Yep.
Man, it gives, blood, sweat and tears he puts out there. Man, that should be appreciated, not still him, he's not this, not. We did pay 60-odd million for this player,
Yeah.
We got more than what we bargained for.
Yeah.
Fucking stop whinging about it.
So, when you had your rant, was that based off of what you'd seen on other channels or during the live stream?
Yeah, other channels. A couple of other channels. Well, one in particular, Claret and Booze. So I called out Nick Clinton. Yeah. Even though he's mellowed a bit the last bit, he's saying, well, yeah, I just don't want him as a squad, first team starter. I want him as a squad player. But before that, he was blaming him for everything, basically. But so I said, no, you just got to stop fucking. Gee, everywhere, keep scoring goals for his important goals. And, oh, well, what else does he do? He has that attitude. What else does he do, though? What? Yeah. Oh, stop it, man. It's a shame Soufal's got to leave. I'm disappointed with that.
It is a shame, and it's a shame that you're breaking those two up. Obviously, they both came at the same time. They're both Czech Republic. Both came from the same club. But I can understand Soufal, but Souček.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, Souček. What did we pay for him? 15 mil, was it? Or 18? Souček. Was he like 15 mil?
Yeah. I've heard a couple of different reports. Around the 20 mil mark, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. Sure.
Okay, so with him in our team, we had, top. Did we come 5th that season? We came 5th. Was it 5th? Or was it 6th? Okay, we could have came 4th. I remember Antonio Rice and Ogbonna got injured. So was it 6th that season?
No, 6th or 7th, one or the other there.
Okay, sorry. We could have come 4th. I know that. Anyway, was an integral part of us winning the Conference League, first trophy in how many years. So he scores goals. He's in both boxes. He's valuable to West Ham. So yes, he's not the most technical player in the world, but football is not all about everybody being the same. And I said a couple of years ago that if Souček, I remember Spurs was apparently interested. I said if Souček left West Ham and stayed in the Premier League, he would come back to haunt us. And my opinion
Absolutely.
hasn't changed of that. He's a humble man. He's a a model professional. He loves West Ham, it seems. So it's another one that I just, I don't watch none of these channels. I don't watch it, but just to hear that people are still slagging him off, and I just think, there's some horrible, like ungrateful, disloyal people. Like they've always got something to, Moyes is gone now. Now what? Okay, this was his lieutenant. We'll get onto. You understand? Like, I don't get. He should be what's the word? Souček for me should be put on some type of pedestal. Do you understand? I think I say that more because people are against him, and I don't get it. So I think
he's only a few games short of 250 games.
No, I didn't know that. That's a lot of games. That's crazy
already. You fuck. You're figuring in them terms. That's a lot.
Always available. Always available. When doesn't. He's not a dirty player. He's not a nasty and one of the players that you think of. You understand? There's nothing. He's just a model professional. So
you can see, when we had Rice, that's it. We had Rice behind him. That's when he really shone.
Yeah,
because he had that pace of Rice and to do that sort of job behind him. The trouble he's getting now, and he seemed to be charred with their brush. Is Ward-Prowse or what's his name, Soler or Rodriguez. They're very slow players. You know what I mean? And he needs someone with like a pace in that middle with it, I think. Yeah, and Alvarez, but Alvarez he hasn't got the pace, and he's a bit all over the place.
Yeah,
I think it worked really well at Rice when he was behind him. Souček went further up, but Rice didn't want that, didn't he? He wanted to be that role. He wanted that role. And that's when I think you saw a bit of a demise of Souček because he weren't getting as far forward anymore. And when he was out of form, Souček, all the games he was playing, he kept playing them.
Yeah.
And that's where I think some people associate him with Moyes.
Yeah.
Because, he was playing him when really he should have rested him for a while. But he didn't. Moyes just couldn't do without him.
Sorry, Danny, that's the word I was looking for. I said that, he should be put on some sort of pedestal. Yeah, he should be idolized. He should be appreciated. It bothers me when you just hear these people and, they pick a scapegoat. And West Ham have had a terrible season. Yeah. And there's many players ahead of Souček that you could be, digging out. But people still, it's always, that confirmation bias. You've made up your mind 3 years ago, 2 years ago. And now, at whatever cost, Souček. You understand? And then when he leaves, and when we're in the market for somebody similar, you'll have all these channels. Oh, I hope we sign so and so. When it'd just be maybe not even as good as. Do you understand? Like, it's like they don't appreciate.
No, because if you take Bowen and Souček, 20 goals between them. Take them two out of the team. What the fuck you got there?
So when you said he's got 9 goals, is that Premier? That's not Premier League goals, is it?
Yeah.
He's got 9 Premier League goals.
And Bowen's got 11.
Right. Now, Bowen had a little spell out with injury, but, people, and rightly so, from different clubs speak about Bowen in high regard, yeah? He's a forward player. Thomas Souček is 2 goals behind him, as well as the defensive work he does and all the aerial. He's got 9 goals, and that is not really... he's primarily part of his game. So I don't get it. I'm baffled as to, most other teams, if their midfielder had 9 goals, especially low down in the table like West Ham are, all those fans you'd think would be singing their praises. So it's mind-boggling.
There you go. It is
right, let me get to the comments. Right.
Oh.
Watching Chelsea v Man United at the moment. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's got 2 minutes.
Yeah, I thought you would be well.
Spurs lost 2-0 to Villa.
I already picked that score 3-0. I picked actually Villa.
Oh, you said 3-0, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spurs.
I would have been wrong. Fuck, mate. I'll tell you what. They're fucked already. Kulusevski out. Madison out. Bergvall out.
Is Bergvall definitely out of the final?
That's what I heard a few days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking hell. Like I said, somebody's going to be... It's a terrible season for one of them. Yeah, good evening, Inky. Inky, Danny boy. Robert says, the news on Everton new stadium at Bramley Moor, the naming rights go to Hill Dickinson. Wait, what? The naming rights go to Hill Dickinson. What does that... Right, yeah, what does that mean? Obviously, it's called Bramley Moor. The naming rights go to... Yeah, explain that, please, Robert. And I saw this as well. He says, and Everton women are now to play their games at Goodison Park. Now, this is the thing that don't make no sense to me. I read the article where they're saying currently the women play a 2,000 and something stadium capacity and don't even pack it out. So does it make sense for them to be playing their games at Goodison Park?
No.
It don't.
No. I mean, you got a cost of running that stadium if you're still going to keep using it.
Mm.
And the women's game, look, you know what I think it's shit. No,
yeah.
But it's never ever going to earn money. Women's game, it's always going to lose money. It's not there for much to earn money. I don't think.
Yeah.
But Jesus, you've got to keep the stadium running to keep it going and maintain the pitch and steward it and that back. What for?
Yeah. And the thing is, obviously Everton could have recouped some money. They could have built on that. You understand on Goodison Park? Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Like I said, even maybe yeah.
No, so maybe there's reason they're waiting for the fucking real estate prices to go up and then sell it.
Right. Sorry to cut you. Someone just run on the pitch, looking like a steward, but it looks like they've wiped out one of the Chelsea players. So it's not a steward, but I don't know if he's pretending to be like a. Yeah, but now the camera's cut to Cucurella. But yeah, someone's run on and like almost rugby tackle one of the Chelsea players.
Really?
Yeah, let me rewind that. But yeah, wearing like the orange, so you would think it's a steward. Let me see that.
Sounds a bit weird.
Wait, hold on. Who did he wipe out? I don't know if it's Cole Palmer. Right, he's run on, but he's got the lanyard and everything. Oh no! Sorry, my bad. He was a steward. There was a boy on the pitch wearing blue, so I thought that was a Chelsea player.
Fucking hell.
But
you almost caused an international incident there.
Yeah, the steward wiped him out.
Right.
But yeah, sorry, I thought that was a Chelsea player that got wiped out by a fake steward. Right, let's get through it. Good day, good evening, Walito. It says good day all. Glad you could join us, Wally.
Wally.
Hey, Danny. Right, game's over, you lot. Chelsea have won 1-0. So Chelsea and Aston Villa have leapfrogged Man City into 4th and 5th, which is obviously the Champions League places. Man City play tomorrow in the FA Cup, and then they play midweek against Bournemouth in their catch-up game. So pressure's on them. 7 minutes being played, blah, blah, blah. Hi, Wally, my man. Danny, you can have him. Not Souček, Wally. Oh. He says Soufal, I mean. He says, I love Souček. Yeah. As Walito. Right. I do love this Wally. I do love Soufal too, but he's going too. And Wan-Bissaka is better now.
Oh, absolutely. I'd still had him as backup. But he wants to play a back three. Really. Yeah. I mean, Soufal you keep if you were playing back forward. He wants to play a back three, so it sort of nullifies his position a bit. He wants 3 centre backs and 2 wing backs. So I can understand it. It's just a shame the timing of it. He just put his boy into the West Ham Academy, Soufal.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So I hope he gets another job in England. Even if it was Ipswich for next year or someone. I hope he gets a job that he can stay. Obviously, he's settled there. He's got his kids at school.
Mm.
That's what it's on the personal side. On the business side of it, I think it's probably time. But I still feel for him. I hope he can get a job, mate.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah. And if his kids just join the academy, then you ideally you want to be close so he can still play at that same academy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Even if one of the promoted teams were looking at him, Leeds or Burnley, it's a bit far away, isn't it?
Oh,
to be doing
exactly. Yeah.
Like Ipswich might be not too bad, not the greatest, but I don't know. But then you drop them down to the Championship, which I don't know. I just hope he gets something.
Yeah. Time will tell. Right, here we go. The name of the new stadium is to be called Hill Dickinson, a solicitors in Liverpool.
Oh God, that's exciting, Robert, isn't it?
I thought it was called Bramley Park or whatever it is. I thought that was a stadium name.
Yeah, that's the dock. That's called Bramley Park.
Okay.
That's
So the name is going to be called the Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Oh, fucking hell. What's that for 5 years? And they're going to change their name again, then, aren't they? It's not going to stay like that. If it's a naming right,
Andy Dickinson would be better.
yeah. Colin, good evening, Colin. He says, evening, Titch, and good morning, Kieran, you wonderful gentlemen. Glad you could join us, Colin. Good evening, first fielder. Evening, all. You lot seen the Ajax collapse in Holland's Eredivisie? I only saw it when it popped up. Oh, Ajax had an initiative to PSV after basically Ajax was 9 points in front with I think 4 games to go or something. No. Anyway, or maybe 5. Anyway, they fucked up, and then the other day they was winning, I think 1-0 or 2-1. The team got a player sent off. It went into 99th minute or something, and then they scored to make it 2-2. And then apparently there was ructions and all of that. So now they've relinquished that, and there's only 1 more game to go in the Eredivisie. So they had that shit. They was 9 points clear with 4, 5, or 6 games to go. I don't know, maybe 5 games to go. Fucked it. Evening, Wally. Here we go. Sorry, they needed just 6 points from their final 5 games, but lost 4-0 to Utrecht, drew 1-1 with Sparta, lost 3-0 at home to NEC, and then threw away. Oh, it was a 2-0. Threw away a 2-0 lead against Groningen, conceding a 99th minute equaliser. So they was 2-0 up in that game. Terrible. PSV only have to match Ajax result in a final game to clinch the title. There's a cracking video of PSV's fans reacting, going from despair to joy to that 99th minute equal. Yeah, I can only imagine. But yeah, apparently it kicked off. Hey, King Freshie. Even calling him Freshie. Even what, mate? One sec, let me turn off my TV.
Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, what a fuck up, eh? Threw it away.
Yeah, Jordan Henderson, captain. Where are we going? Eden Fresh.
Oh, yeah, he's there, isn't he? Good.
Yeah.
Big hypocrite wanker.
The name's not going down well with Everton fans. Yeah, I can only imagine. The Janice.
Yeah, it's a bit of a nothing. No, it doesn't to me. It doesn't matter, but I wouldn't like West Ham to be called a KFC.
But I'm guessing it won't. You remember Newcastle was for how many seasons was called the Sports Direct Stadium or something like that, naming right. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing that thing might be 3 years, 5 years. It's not going to stay like that, is it? Surely not. That's not going to be the.
You wouldn't think a solicitor would be able to pay that much money to have the naming rights, would you?
No, I reckon it's
expected some good money for that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be their permanent name. But that's the thing now with modern football. Like I said, Newcastle. Do you remember they was the Sports Direct Stadium or something for a season?
Yeah, because he owned it, didn't he, Mr. Sports Direct?
Yeah. So if Everton leads interest in Super, but Leeds front runners at the minute.
Yeah.
Right. Freshie says, not confident on holding on, Wally. No idea how last week went, but didn't notice too many, if any, 2-1s. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Might be going to Fulham, says Robert. Oh, Sufa might be going to Fulham. I think.
Oh, that yeah. Because there was links. Excuse me. There were links to Fulham in January.
Yeah,
and he wanted to go because he obviously knew they weren't offering him a new contract. And I think it might have, because we had an injury to Wan-Bissaka or something at the time, that they went, no, we can't let him go. So there were links to Fulham then. Whether that continues, if he went to Fulham, fantastic. Stays in London.
Exactly. That would be perfect then. And stays in the Premier League as well. And going to a good side. So that would make sense. Sorry. They got a good wedge out of it. Talking about the solicitor, Everton, sorry. Ajax was 1-66 to 1 on April the 20th. Yeah, some people would have lost. You know those people, when the odds was slightly less than that, throwing down a big chunk of money, like, okay, we're winning. And yeah, they would have cost some people some money. Fresh, I'm going to need some of Danae's magic in the lucky dip for any chance. Good evening, Lawrence. Evening from Lexington, Kentucky. Come on your lines. Hope you're well, Lawrence. Spuds and Meunier, full baby. Yeah, so they're beneath us, Lawrence, and they've played a game more. Colin, mate, welcome again. Okay, let me just click on all these. Synchronized sitting down. I didn't even realize. Synchronized. Inky. Wally. Right, you lot. There's something that I want to. Apparently, it's a long. Okay. Yeah, I wonder how long. Because, yeah, that's a terrible name. Terrible. I want to wait for Geese to come back, but it's something that I remember I brought up a long time ago and then sort of spoke about it again recently, and then we've had an incident which sort of falls into my issue. But Giza, if you remember, I've mentioned it a few times about the dangers of keeping the flag down when it's obviously offside. Saying somebody's going to get hurt and all of that. Now, always going to happen. It makes no sense unless it's so tight you're not sure. But when it was obvious, just put it up.
Yeah, I like the rule, Geezer. I like the rule because you will get more goals out of it when it's when you're talking toenails. I can understand the referee, linesman doing it, getting it right and getting it wrong.
Yeah,
right. But when you see these yard and a half offside and whatever, just put the fucking flag up.
Exactly.
And the trouble is, they've been encouraged not to. And it's a shame it's that girly linesman.
Sean because or whatever her name is now.
Because she's a girl, guys, I've been taking notice of her in games. And actually, she's pretty fucking good. She basically gets a lot more right than she does wrong.
Yeah.
She's a good linesman. But that one, she's got to put the flag up. And she ain't the only one that fucking doesn't. But really, just put the flag up. Now you did get a serious injury. But that was always going to happen. Always going to happen.
But we can't blame her because she's obviously been told or instructed you've got to keep it up. Now, the natural instinct of a linesman is as soon as they're offside and then boom, they now have to go against that. And, which, like I said, it was waiting to happen.
But she does have the prerogative, Dave. One of the boys at TalkSport read the rule out.
Okay.
Do you have, if you want to, you feel you must put it up, you can. Sort of like.
Oh, okay.
So she has, she's not, you don't put it up.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently. So, to me, she should have put it up.
She definitely should have put it up. And like I said, as a consequence of that, they made the substitute and brought off, I think, Elliot Anderson instead of him. He's played on. He then goes to hospital and is put in an induced coma after his operation. So it's, real serious for something that could have been prevented very, very easily.
Yeah, and as Shawnee says there, we all said, everyone, as soon as that rule came in, everyone, your natural thing to go, someone's going to get fucking seriously hurt here.
Yeah.
Because it's nearly happened so many times. 50-50 challenges after that, because it's a foot race, isn't it? Sometimes when especially a high line, a foot race, two players and the goalkeeper, it's collision all over it.
Yeah.
So it was always going to happen. Probably has happened before, but not as serious. But it's always going to happen. But I wouldn't mind if it was tight. Then there's nothing to say. But it weren't. It was a long way offside.
Yeah, that's the thing. Not about the Forest players injured. understand the reasoning, but there was bound to be something happen. Yeah, now, like I said, you know, if you're not sure, keep it down. But when it's so obvious, just put the flag up. Otherwise, this is the thing, right? If it's so obvious and you don't put it up, then technically, do we need linesmen? You understand? Do we need like? What's the point?
That's where it goes to, guys. That's what it leads to. Well, what's the point of fucking linesmen?
What's the point? What
So
is the point?
a wall to throw in.
Yeah, exactly. What is the point? A throw in and goal kick. What's the point? If they can't be responsible for something so obvious. Anyway, they're going to look at the rule. The FA is going to look at that rule. They need to.
Yeah. I think the rule's good. I think the rule's good in very tight situations.
Exactly, of course it is.
You know what I mean? Because if you put the flag up there and the boy is onside,
you fucked
him. I mean? You fucked him. And then everyone will know you made a bad decision.
Yeah.
But if you let it roll on, you know, the VAR will come to the right decision. I like the rule. I think you've got to get through these lines with the head. If you truly believe that's offside, put the flag up.
Yeah.
If it's not tight, just put it up.
You know, it's like, it seems like now, because of all the cameras and all the media, they don't want to make any mistakes. So even though something's so clear and obvious, they're like, because I couldn't believe we could all see he was offside straight away. And they're in line.
Well, so did she, because the first thing she did was put a flag up once it all played out. You know what I mean? So she thought he was offside. Well, then put your fucking flag up.
Yeah. So
anyway,
I hope he recovers quickly as well.
Yeah,
right. Before we get into last week's, is anybody in the chat or you guys or anything of note? We spoke about Awoniyi and that rule.
Oh, yeah, just start away. Fuck it, them scouse wankers.
Which one?
Booing Arnold.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. That's disgraceful.
Unbelievable, man. Disgraceful, man. Now I know I watched the game, and I know if you've got 75 people clapping and fucking 25 booing, you hear the booing.
Yeah.
And there were people clapping him in that stadium. You know, it's not all fans in that stadium, but it was enough. And it's disgraceful, right? Disgusting. Every time he touched the ball, when he had that free kick maybe to win the game near the end, there was a guy came on top for. He's a reporter. He's a Scouse. He's a Liverpool supporter. I would say he's a Scouser, and he was there with his son in the Kop. And he said there were people there wanted him to miss that free kick rather than him score it.
Yeah.
The winning goal against Arsenal.
Crazy.
Oh, fuck me, man. That's outrageous.
And do you know what?
I really couldn't understand it.
Even, I don't know if I watched it on Match of the Day, you know, the highlight. They're saying, like, it made a big difference. Liverpool winning 2-0. Obviously, Arsenal got a red card after 2-1, whatever. But they feel that almost gave momentum to Arsenal. And took away from, which is crazy.
It did, mate.
Now, I said to Claire.
I just don't understand it, man. They're just disgusting.
I said to Claire, if they needed to win that game, would these people still have booed?
Yeah.
If so, like, it's not a principles or morals thing. Are you only booing because you've already won the league? Would you have done that? Would you have jeopardized your team winning the league if you needed to win that game? What do you think?
Yeah. No, I don't think they would.
I don't think they would either. Cowards.
No.
Yeah.
No, the cowards. No, it's just disgusting. And I don't give a shit. Look at Soufal, right? Fabianski, Cresswell.
Yeah.
You know, a few weeks ago, West Ham said, mate, that's you.
Yeah.
You're done. You know what I mean? That's what clubs do. Arnold's got to end of his contract. And he said, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, you can't have it both fucking ways, clubs. If Liverpool should have secured his signature 2 seasons ago.
Exactly.
They wanted to keep him. Or last year, look at selling him.
Yeah.
Right? They should have secured. That's down to them. That's not his fault. He's on the end of his contract. That's down to that club.
You're right.
And if you're McManaman went to bloody Real Madrid. Don't remember all the stuff about that. And at the end of the day, right, if you're not happy for one of your youth players, been there 20 years, won everything there is to win with Liverpool, not happy for him to go to Real Madrid, a chance of a lifetime, you honestly hang your head in shame.
Despicable. Listen, I'll use the what's his name, and it's completely different, but it's the same. John Duran, right? And I never once. I came on here and I said, listen, if he wants to go out there and earn life-changing money for generations in his family, good luck to him. Because at the end of the day, football's a short career and it's a profession. Geezer, when you're doing your work that you do, if somebody offered you 4 times that amount to go and work in Dubai, what would you have done? There you go. So although we say, oh, you know, trophies and play in the Premier League, and why? No one's obligated to do nothing apart from provide for their family. So John Duran, I had no issue. I did want to see him stay in Europe so you get to see him, but that's his choice. He'll probably come back to Europe after making his money. I've got no.
Like I say, yeah, he's still young enough to do 2 years out there, earn an absolute fortune, come back and still do it. You know.
Yeah.
So
no. Yeah.
I was more pissed off with fuck knuckle who went there. There's the guy that should be booed. That hypocrite.
Oh, Jordan.
Yeah. He slagged them all off and had his little opinion about fucking human rights, and then goes out there. Exactly. Fucking what a hypocrite.
Exactly.
Wank.
So good luck to Trent. Real Madrid need a rebuild. And at the end of the day, like if you like you said, he's been at Liverpool 20 years or whatever, he's won everything.
Yeah.
You should be welcoming that he's going out and seeing.
Mate, imagine Noble had been leaving to some, and we booing Noble. Could you imagine that?
Exactly.
Would not happen.
Nah.
It would not happen. I just can't believe it.
Right. Robert says Atletico Madrid rumored to have submitted a bid for Kudos.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm not. I didn't hear that. I'm not sure he's a Simeone player though. In regards to what he wants, that relentless work rate and all of that. I don't know whether he's that type of player, but unless Simeone,
I'm sure he'll be linked to a few more clubs than them.
Yeah, but apparently they put a bid in, but Liverpool were lucky to keep Salah and Van Dijk, and this is another thing that maybe the fans don't realise, and having to re-sign all 3 of them, maybe it made sense for Trent to go so that they had the funds to sign these 2 and then go and look at maybe like Frimpong for 35. So maybe, I know they didn't get a transfer fee, but maybe they needed to free up some space or some money to keep these 2.
This wasn't a surprise. Like last year, before the start of that season, that all the pundits are going on about these 3 contracts have not been signed. Right, Van Dijk, Salah, and Matey. Right, and all of them said they had no doubt that Salah and Van Dijk will re-sign.
Yeah,
but they all knew he was going. They knew that a year ago. So exactly. If they knew it, why did Liverpool knew it? The club knew it. They knew they got that Conor Bradley. I think they were going to. I mean, if they wanted to get money out of him, they should have nailed him down this season before.
Yeah,
but they didn't.
So and that's the thing. They could have easily got, if you sold him with a year left on his contract, you would have got probably about 40 mil for him with a year left, maybe more. Gore Blimey, Mary Poppins. Right,
Van Dijk.
We will. Should we get into last week's?
Both I don't think there's much to.
All right, before we do that, today's video is an old one because it's the amount. Anyway, so I'll play the video. Let me find the video. Wary.
Excuse me.
Here we go.
For this week's lucky, there was one lucky bunny.
One lucky bunny.
One lucky bunny.
There's only one lucky bunny. Anyway, that lucky bunny, I think, moved up 2 places as a result of the lucky dip. Spoiler, I was 1 away on 2. It wasn't me. I was 1 away on 2 of them. So not happy, mate. Anyway, we are now going to put it up and see whose eagle eyes can find the lucky
What's
dip.
the eagle this morning?
The lucky dipper. Here we go. So there was 50 cards. There was 117 corners. There was
fucking get in there, you
He's awake now.
Yeah, I'm woken up now, boy. Oh, you was only 105. Unlucky, sir.
Look, the one before 116, and there was 117 corners. That's fuck's sake.
Oh, that's unlucky, geezer. That is unlucky. Yeah.
Danny, no, sorry. Colin was one away from the cards. No, yeah, cards. There was 50 cards. Colin picked 51. He was the closest. I was the closest.
Darren on the goals on the way.
Darren was one away from the goals. I was one away from the corners, and Geezer was bang on the shots on target. 300 aggregate. Closest to that was 303, which was also Darren. But Geezer, you're the only one to get the lucky dip. And like I said,
you better not do what you done last week.
No.
Take it away. That's it.
It's all been. I checked both things. I checked the stats and the summary. Yeah, so I'm not making that again. Anyway, I've made this thing a bit darker so you can see it better. You jumped up 2 places into 3rd place as a result of that.
What do you think of that, Darren? What do you think of that?
It's lucky that Darren didn't get the one he was close to, because then you wouldn't have went above. You're above Darren by 5 points.
5 points. Me and Darren are having a battle now. That's good.
Yeah. So the only mover was you. You jumped up to.
Yeah, well, I've got Wally in my sights now. Look at that.
Yeah, he's a bit away. But Wally's he's 125 away from first fielder. So, but yeah.
Oh, that's something, because I doubt if I've done very well this week again.
So congratulations to you with the lucky dip, you lucky bunny. Right, let's see what the chat is saying. Waiting for Lawrence's fixed. One sec. Oh, he called. There you go. That's
yeah. That's more like congratulations, isn't it?
I hate this game. Says Lawrence.
I'm loving it this week. Loving it.
Oh shit! Lawrence says he was 2 off. Let me check that quickly. What was Lawrence?
You 2 off, Lawrence? Oh, lucky, mate.
2 off.
Yeah, it's 2 off. You might as well be 10 off, guys.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, sorry, Lawrence. Yeah, he was the closest to the aggregate. My bad.
Yeah.
298. Fucking hell.
I'm lucky, eh? There you go. Yeah.
I was 3 off the total 2. Says Fresh.
Yeah, you're all close, son.
Danny says
no,
I was catching Geezer. Danny said he was catching you.
Yeah, he was, Danny.
And Walito says Geezer finally knows what the podium feels like.
Excuse me. Good chest.
Your banner is blocking the chat comments. Oh. So when I put that on the screen, you lot can't see that? I
can't see what?
Lawrence's comment. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
But he says your banner is blocking the chat comments.
No, not here, eh?
Right, hold on. You lot can you lot see Lawrence's comment on the screen? Or any of these? Can you lot see these when I change them? Right, I need somebody to because Yeah.
What do you mean?
Can you lot see all of it? Yeah, they can. Danny says yeah.
You might be joking.
Normally I can see it with the keyboard on. Yeah, I'm not sure, Lawrence, but yeah. Oh, they can see it. They can all see it. Looks like okay, cool. I was thinking. Oh, I think he means the score. Oh, sorry, Lawrence.
Oh yeah. On the what's the name?
Yeah. I know it does that. Yeah, that's why I was trying to take it down. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, that one does, which is annoying. Right, so let's get into
just one thing I want to mention.
Yeah.
There's something I've wanted to mention for a long time, but I kept forgetting, right? Something, a very Australian thing. I've never known it till I came to Australia. When it's about to rain, like today, or when rain's coming in, you can smell it here, Geezer, before it happens.
Mm.
It's a real earthy smell in the air.
Yeah.
And then it rains.
Yeah.
And that's just something I want to mention. And for the first time this week, I saw something. He actually told me the word for it. It's called, and I wrote it down, petrichor. It's called. That smell before the rain hits. Yeah.
Petrichor.
Petrichor, yeah. Never knew what it was called. Never knew it had a name. But I just always thought it was weird here in Australia. You could have that smell in the air, and that was the rain coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Mm.
Anyway,
You know, yeah, I've said it to Claire though. There's times where I'm sure I've said that. Yeah, I think it's here as well. Maybe not as strong.
it might
but
be.
yeah.
I just never noticed it when I was in England, but I do hear.
Lawrence said, I need to take it off. No, it's not your keyboard, Lawrence. It's once I put that thing over, like for instance, I'll show you. The
Yeah, it's only when you put the what's the name score up the
yeah,
league table.
yeah. Once you put something like covering the screen, then the chat will take precedent and then cover it. So, Freshie said, I can smell it before. Yeah, I can smell it before. Yeah, he can smell it before it rains.
Yeah, he's there. I thought it's only here. I've never noticed it in the UK, but
No, I definitely. Yeah, you can, but I didn't know there was a name for it. I think you can smell it in the countryside. Says Robert. Probably more so.
probably yeah.
Read that comment.
Yeah. When you see people with umbrellas, there's a clue.
Yeah, that's another one. Or if you're getting wet, that's the biggest clue.
And another little thing I did, I just wrote him down, right? Do you know Gio's? He's got his other little channel now called Tartan Gio,
No, I didn't
where
know
he
that.
talks. Yeah, it's not about West Ham. It's about the Premier League or football in general. And he does things, and he does his own prediction of the scores.
Yeah.
Every week. Whoever watches his new channel for him. So I wrote down his predictions for last week.
Yeah.
Just for a bit of fun. I'll just see if he's any fucking good for picking these scores. Only the scores, just for a bit of fun. I thought, all right, I'll write it down.
Oh, so when we reveal these, you're going to refer to these as well, yeah?
I'll just say, see how Gio went up with his, for 10 of them anyway,
The conifer trees open up when it's going to rain, says Danny. Conifer trees. Do we have them in the UK, conifer tree? I've never heard of that. We probably do.
Yeah.
Conifer.
Yeah. You got coniferous trees and deciduous, haven't you?
Okay, I'm not clued up on that.
The conifers are the Christmas trees. They're forever green, aren't they? Where the deciduous lose their leaves.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Freshie says I've given up on all the Hammers chat shite.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that. So I just don't care. I haven't watched. Me being going on West Ham Network, I haven't watched Russie B or anything for ages. I don't care about the links. I don't care about any of it. It's just,
he means the cones. He means the cones. Is that regards to the trees?
the cone. The cones you get. With
yeah. Right, you look. We're gonna get into last week's games, last week's predictions, last week's scores. Right, Geezer. The first game, if I've got right, was it Fulham v Everton? The first game.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Right, so Fulham 1, Everton 3, which I think effectively fucked up Fulham's push for European football.
Yeah, they've been in terrible form for the last 6 games. Man. They've lost about 4 in the last 5, something like that.
Yeah. Well, one sec. So I wanted when he says this, I thought he was referring to Hammer's chat rather than just Hammer's chat, as in all this. He's talking specifically about them. He says, and it's not the only channel I don't watch either. One in particular actually pisses me off. Who is that? Fresh. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I watched it the once because it was just his predictions. So I just thought I watched it because of that. I thought I'd write his predictions down. That's it. I haven't watched anything else he does on it.
See, but, I don't know all the channels, but one channel that would probably definitely piss you off, Freshie, would be E20 Zone TV. That would, because he's a prick. So, but I don't know. That one would piss you off, I would imagine. But I don't know. So anyway, reveal. Right. So Fulham 1, Everton 3. We had 1 card, 10 corners, 13 shots on target. Anything to say
1 card
about that game? Did you watch any of the game?
I did, guys. I can't think. Fulham scored. I think Everton scored a couple of late goals, and I think it was a couple of fuck ups by Fulham. Gave him the goal. That was it. I did rewatch these games, which I didn't.
Lawrence says I only watch my after match review. That's the only thing anybody needs to watch. Carrot and booze, says Roberto. Tick. Okay, yeah, I got that right. Thanks. We should just call Robert bloody Robber after he robbed my 100 points last week. So yeah, Robber is your new name.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Grass.
he's confirmed that this is correct. Hold on. I think Geezer would guess which one. All they do is moan on their these days. Don't mind Fever, but I don't tune into that one anymore. So yeah, he's talking about Carrot and Booze, I think.
It's got to be clever, yeah. I'd give it up watching him, and that did do my fucking head in, mate. And do you know what annoys me about it, Sean, is the more negative they are, him and he fucking little offsider, the more that chat gets negative. You know? He encourages the chat to be negative against, say, slagging Suchek off or something. You can see it. They want to please him because he's the big star of the show. So the chat just don't stop slagging Suchek off. Where when me and Budgie do it, I'm always, especially Suchek, I'm always praising him, right? And you can see the difference in the comments.
Yeah.
You know, people saying, "Yeah, you're right. Suchek is fucking great for us. He's been good. He shouldn't be." You know, there's definitely an influence to their chat with the way he speaks about it. Not all of them. There's a couple that will rebel against it, but most of them just fall in line and, yeah, you're right. You shit, and then start making up, comparisons of how shit he is, and fuck off.
Right.
I know.
Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Did that channel, like I said, I don't watch YouTube general, but was that channel, what did they build their, did they start growing when it was just more is that? Was that like something that was like that negativity? And also, what did someone on that channel basically say that West Ham are gonna sign Ruben Amorim? Was that channel that said that? I swear somebody on that channel made a video.
They would have mentioned it. Yeah.
They had inside information, and we're gonna get Amorim, and yeah, but obviously that was way off the mark.
Yeah, it was because I mean, like when people were fed up with Moyes, yeah, I think he was doing a bit of an AFTV, you know, whinging and moaning and bitching, and people were liking it. Like, you know.
Right, I like Stelios. He's good, says Freshie.
Yeah, he's good still. He's all right. I don't see it very often. Sure, it's usually, when he comes live, I'm in bed. I wouldn't bother going back and watching the full. I've watched him now and again. He's all right still. Yeah, he gives you decent information. He does quite a bit of research into his show.
Have you seen the cartoon? Yeah. Have you seen the cartoon with Nick? Is called Father Christmas.
No, go.
Yeah. Lawrence says, I liked watching Geezer and Budgie, but my work schedule does not allow that anymore.
Yeah, it's hard, like, Yeah, we're the best, obviously.
Gio and Gonzo are trying to make a living at YouTube. I appreciate their effort.
Yeah, no, I've always said that about them, Wally, because they made no bones about it when they first started. They wanted to turn it into a job, and they've been upfront about everything they do. Now they're doing raffles to sign West Ham shirts, not for a
Yeah, that rain smelling thing. Did it not tell you about the Thunder?
Geez, a long time since I've heard Thunder. Yeah, but yeah, they do that, and that's what they do. They're selling the shirts for raffles to earn money for them. So,
do you know?
They're honest about it.
It's not interesting. It's just the way of life. Within this chat, some people will get on with certain channels, or some of us won't, and it's
just like
the way of life, isn't it? Yeah, where some people won't like them, and boom, 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 because of experience with them. So yeah, but I've got no. Like I said, I've never really had anything to do with any of these channels anyway. But there's no. Yeah,
I'm the only YouTuber that does a shark and croc watch.
Exactly.
Got that one.
Yeah. Lawrence is the only one I set up to participate. The shows are on too late for me. Lawrence, this is the only one I set up to participate. The shows are on too late for me. And like I said, you lot, I fully appreciate, this thing for me. And I know that now Lawrence is probably thinking, just get on with it. You lot are talking, but yeah, I appreciate this and our little community. There's no one in there don't like him, and we're all good. So, and yeah, no negativity. I don't, Wally. They waffle on said absolutely nothing, trying to drag out their minute. The only reason I watch this channel is because Titch talks common sense. Oh, thanks for that. Inky
Oh,
boy.
yeah. Fucking Titch. Don't worry about me,
Right. Inky.
Right, let's rattle through these fucking scores.
Yeah, we will.
Through.
To be honest, there's too many channels to watch them. There are too many channels, and that's why, like I said, those
There
have
is
been
too
here,
many. It seems to be a new one every fucking week. Yeah.
and that's why I appreciate you lot. This is the smallest channel, and you lot are always here. So that's even more so because you're here rather than following the fashion. Anyway, Fulham 1, Everton 3. What did we pick for this, Geezer?
1-1 I went. You went 2-0 to Fulham, 2-2 Robert, 2-1 Fulham Inky, 2-1 Fresh. There's the old 2-1s, nutter. 2-1 Lawrence, 1-1 Wally, Danny 2-1, 1-1 Darren, 2-2 Colin.
Right. So, right. He says, right. Apart from Geezer, he's a wanker. Says Roberto. Inky says, sorry, Geezer, only kidding.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Fresh. I agree with that. Good luck to all of the channels. Some just ain't my cup of tea anymore.
Yeah.
So like I said, people's experiences, and then you look at certain things, and then you make your opinion. Like, okay, yeah, and you're right. Right. So 1, 10, 13. 1, 10, 13. 1, 10, 1, 10, 1, 10, 1, 10, 30. Right. The two people that scored 10 points for the correct corners was Danny and Darren. 10 points apiece.
Ooh.
10.
Just been overtaken, have I?
Oh yeah, that's right. Been wiped out.
Okay.
All right, moving on. We'll fly through these. Ipswich 0, Brentford 1. Roberto or Robber. 6 cards, 11 corners, 9 shots on target. Geezer, we don't need to talk about this game, do we?
Yeah.
No. So what do we pick?
No, I thought I had that one. There you go. I went Ipswich 0, Brentford 2.
Yeah.
Only 1-0, wasn't it? You went 3-1, 3-1 Robert, 2-0, all to Brentford here, Inky, 3-1 Fresh, 3-0 Lodge, 2-0 Wally, 3-1 Danny, 2-0 then Darren, 2-2 say Colin. So,
Right, here we go. 6 cards. Oh, okay. I was just about to make sure that Robbers and he's confirmed that VAR. Right, 6 cards, 11 corners, 9 shots on target. 6, 11, 9. 6, 11, 6, 11, 6, 11, 6. So Robert, 10 points for the correct cards.
he's off.
6, 11. Oh, Freshy, top dog, 20 points for the corners and shots on target. So 20 points for Fresh or first fielder, we call him.
Shit.
Well done. Wait,
So I must have 20 points then if I'm copying in.
And finally, 10 points for Colin for the correct corners. Right. Okay, this game here, we could maybe talk just a little bit because it was a surprising fire, Freshy. Surprisingly, Southampton 0, Champions League qualification chasing Man City 0.
I remember I watched the highlights of this game, the 25 minutes, and I couldn't wait for it to be over.
Yeah, crazy.
11 men in the box, Southampton. That was it. I don't think they had a shot, please. I don't think they had a shot. Them on one on target. It was absolutely disgusting. They got the point. You can pat them on the back for that. But my God, it was so dreadful. 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 I've never seen anything like it. Just everyone in the box. Oh.
Well, that
Hated it.
dented Man City's ambitions. And then obviously tonight, Villa and Chelsea winning has now taken them out of those Champions League places. They do have a game in hand, so could be damaging. So what you said was disgusting. Could have been very, very damaging for Man City.
But Jesus Christ, if that's what you call football, Southampton, I'm glad to see the back of them. Fuck off, back to the champion.
Colin says that was a shocking game.
Shocking. Shocking.
Especially
when I picked 5-0.
Yeah. Freshie says Southampton had more shots on that on their own goal.
Oh
Then at the
man,
other end.
it made Moyes look like fucking Bielsa. You know,
Oh my
it
gosh.
was the most defensive horrible game you've ever seen, man. And they just
Right.
couldn't unlock him.
So, without that out of the way, Southampton now are officially not going to have the same points as the worst Premier
Yeah.
League team in Derby. So they got more out of this game than Man City. 2 cards, Robert, 16 corners, 5 shots on target. Giza, what do we pick for Southampton nil, Man City nil?
5-0, 4-1, 3-0, Robert, 4-0, Inky, Freshy, 2-0, 3-0, Wright, 3-0, Wally, 4-0, Danny, 3 Darren, 3-0, Colin. So, yeah, no one's ever going to get that fucking thing right. There was more chance of them winning 5-0 than drawing 0-0, wasn't it? If you went to the bookies,
yeah,
you
you would
get
have got
better
some
odds.
good money for
5-0.
that. You would have got some good money for that 0-0. Right, so let's see. Thanks for that, Robert. Let's see. And there was only 5 shots on target, so I'm not sure if anyone's getting to anything. Right.
Wow.
Maybe the cards. 2, 16, 5. No, nobody scored anything.
No, that game didn't deserve any points for anything.
Right. Next game. Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Brighton 2. Brighton are obviously still trying to get European football. 2 cards, 11 corners, and then once again, only 5 shots on target. I don't think you've got much to say about this game, or maybe you do have. Have you?
No, can't remember it.
I think your face was the 5 shots on target. Yeah, where you're thinking no one ain't.
Yeah, it's just, another one that's going to be very little on it. I went 2-1. No, you can. What was? Do you think? What was it?
It was 0-2. Wolves 0, Brighton 2.
Right. For that game, I went 2-1 to Wolves. You went 2-0. 1-1 Robert, 1-1 Inky, 2-1 Freshy, 2-1 to Brighton Lawrence, Lucky, 2-1 Wally to Brighton, 2-2 Danny, 1-1 Darren, 2-1 Colin.
Right. Just quickly, because you wrote it down. Is it Gio or what did Gio or Gonzo? What did they pick for Fulham v Everton?
Oh yeah, Gio. No, Fulham v Everton. They went 1-0. He went 1-0 to Fulham.
Ipswich Brentford.
He went 3-1 to Brentford.
And Southampton v Man City. Hold on, we've got another one.
He had a 3-0.
And then Wolves v Brighton, which is the current game we're on.
He went 2-1 to Wolves. Okay. He's doing as well as all us.
Terrible so far. I think I should go to retirement, says Inky. No, next season you'll come back stronger. Right, so you lot, 2 cards, 11 corners, 5 shots on target. 2, 11, 5. Oh, Robert picked 2 cards, so 10 points.
Oh, he's having a lot, and that's a fucking amazing pick. Oh, well done, Robert.
Freshy, 11 corners, so another 10 points for first fielder who's stretching his lead at the top. Right at the right time when the season's almost coming to an end. 10 points for Freshy.
A lot of us on 0 here, Giga.
Yeah, no, 2, 11, 5. And Colin, once again, another 10 points for the correct corner. So another 10 points for Colin.
Well done, Colin.
Well done. Yep, making sure I ain't made no mistakes. And I ain't. Right, so next game. 2 teams chasing European football, different competitions, and it ended up Bournemouth 0, Aston Villa 1. And like we've said already, Villa have now played Spurs at home tonight and also won that game. So they're right in the mix for Champions League football. And their final game is against Manchester United. So Villa's last 2 games were Spurs and Man United. And you probably couldn't pick any better team considering, what those 2 are really got their eye on, which is the Europa League final. So yeah, Villa are in prime position to get a Champions League spot again. This game, Giza, had 10 cards, 10 corners, and 7 shots on target. Anything to say about this game before we get into the scores?
No, I wish I remember it. But no.
Nah. Right, Lawrence, I defeated you in the GSC Cup quarterfinal, FPL last week. FC -40. Best, thanks for rubbing it in. Oh, see, I've never done that fantasy league, but yeah, obviously you two in the same league. So Freshy's beat you in the cut, Lawrence. Right. Robert, can you just confirm that? 10 cards, 10 corners, 7 shots on target. Geezer, what do we pick for Bournemouth 0, Aston Villa 1? We're still waiting on the correct score from someone.
Yeah, 2-2, I said. You said 2-2. 2-3, said Robert. 2-1 said Iggy to Villa. 2-1 Fresh to Bournemouth. Lawrence to Villa 2-1. 1-1 said Wally. Unlucky. Danny 1-1. Darren done 1-1. 2-1 Colin to Bournemouth.
So
no
correct score.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, my man on VAR, Robert Singleton. Anyway, right, here we go. 10, 10, 7. 10, 10, 7. 10, 10, 7. 10, 10, 7. 10, 10, 7. 10, 10. So, 2 people got the correct corners, and that is Inky and Darren. So 10 points apiece for Inky and Darren.
I want to hear this. What's going on here? Inky
and Darren.
Darren.
I've got a feeling it might just be me and you on no point, or is there another point?
Yeah, me, you, Wally, Lawrence.
Oh, Wally as well.
Yeah.
Dazza on fire, says Freshy. Yeah, I'm not even lukewarm yet. Right, this game pissed me off because I thought I picked. No, this isn't the one. I thought I picked the Spurs. I thought I picked the Spurs correct score, and then when I was going back through this, I realized I didn't. Anyway, Newcastle 2, Chelsea 0. Both teams, obviously, Champions League is their ambition. And Newcastle, massive win. Just talking point for you, the red card for Nicholas Jackson, which rules him out for the rest of the season. What's your thoughts on and people in the chat, thoughts on the red card?
Yeah, I think I half remember it. Yeah, mate, I thought, straight away. You know, when you think that, then you need to have another look at it. I went, yeah, no doubt. No doubt for me, mate. It's a stupid, reckless challenge. Which one was it? Do you remember it?
Yeah, so he's looking at the player, the ball comes. I don't know if it's Dan Burn or something, and then he.
Oh, absolutely.
He as well.
When you see that slow motion of him look at him, and then he brings that arm up, no doubt about it, man. No doubt about it.
See, look, he said it. Yeah, he looked at him before. He did that. Just it's like, yeah,
mate. When you play football, you know if you've taken that look, you know. If he was running with his back to him and just jumping and leaping, I don't think he gets him off. But you can see him look at him. Right, I'll line him up.
Because the ref gave him a yellow initially. Ooh, I don't know. It wasn't Dan Burn. I don't know who he done it to. It weren't Dan Burn. But yeah, he got a yellow initially, and obviously they told him to go to the screen, rightly so. But yeah, they're without I think recognised striker. Anyway, Newcastle 2, Chelsea 0. Geezer. Anybody correct?
Right, I went 2-2. You went 2-1. 2-2 Robert, 2-2 Inky, 2-1 Fresh, 2-1 Lawrence, 2-2 Wally, 3-1 Danny, 2-2 Darren, 2-2 Colin. So no.
No, thanks, Fresh. It was Sven Botman.
Just give us 3 seconds, please.
No worries. Right, you lot. We had in this game 8 cards, which is a lot, 10 corners, which is good, and 9 shots on target, which is also good. So we'll wait for Geezer to come back, but there should be some points. Oh, he's here. Right,
I just want to put a kettle on because I woke up late. I need that one more cup of tea.
No way. 8 cards, 10 corners, 9 shots on target. Are you ready? Finally, I got the correct shots on target, so I will have 10 points. Thank you. 8, 10, 9. 8 to 9. Lawrence also got the correct shots on target.
We start. I'm going to be on my own in a minute.
Get that violin out. 8, 10, 9. 8, 10, 9.
Can't finish with 0.
Freshy, 10 points. Also for the correct shots on targets.
8,
10, 9. 8, 10, 9. 8. And finally, Darren, 10 points for the correct corner.
Oh, no, he won't do that. Me and Wally.
Thanks for that, Rob.
Wally.
Right. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, we've only got 5 games remaining, so we're more than halfway through. What's the current? Let me put the league table. What's the current current scores?
Right, I'm on 100.
Minus 100. Yeah.
I'm on 0. You're
Yep.
on 10.
Wow.
Robert 20, 10 for Inky, 40 for Freshy, 10 Lawrence, 0 Wally, 10 Danny, 20. Is that what I've written there? No, 30 for Darren, 20 for Colin.
So Freshy's winning, yeah, with 40 points.
Yeah, and
You
30 points Darren.
After 6 games, 10 points is terrible. 0 points, obviously. Yeah, this is
Fucking
the.
hell.
This
I
is,
just don't want to be 0. I can't have 0 at the end.
and wait, hold on. How much has Darren got? 30, did you say?
Yeah, he's overtaken me, mate.
He's 25 in front of you. Right,
2
you lot,
sec.
we're more than halfway through, and we still don't have a correct score. The next game was obviously Manchester United 0, West Ham 2. Finally, West Ham hadn't won in 8 games. I want to know you lot's thoughts on this game in the chat. What was your thoughts overall? I didn't see West Ham getting a clean sheet. Before the game, obviously, yeah, because obviously when we've been so bad, hadn't won in 8 games and all that, yeah. So I'm so glad that we got a victory. So glad we got a clean sheet. So glad that Souček scored once again. And so glad that that win took us above Spurs, took us above Man United. And like I said, they both lost tonight. So we're above those 2 teams and they've actually played a game more than us. So hopefully we can at least finish above both of them at the end of the season. Anyway, Roberto, please confirm. We only had 1 card. We had 13 corners and 9 shots on target. Hold on. Geezer on for Dusty Bin. Geezer's nightmare. All right, let me read that again. So Inky says Geezer's on for Dusty Bin.
Yeah, it's not looking good, is it? What was that?
Says Geezer's nightmare scoring here. All by myself. Don't want to be all by myself, says Roberto. So much for my Wally says so much for my swinging for the fences. Yeah. Swinging for the handbag. Yeah, he swung your handbag there, Wally. Geezer's belting at the tune on my own. Manure. Here we go. Lawrence says manure awful, and we played well for the lineup we put out there. We had lineup. I didn't think we had a chance. So Robert looked at the lineup and didn't think we had a chance. Lawrence agrees. What was your thoughts on? Did you watch the whole game? West Ham.
Hang on.
Man
Yeah.
United, West Ham. Did you watch it all?
Yeah. Yeah, I stayed up to watch it actually, guys, because it was 11 o'clock. My time. So I decided whether I'll get to half time, then decide whether to go to bed or not. So I stayed up and watched it. And it wasn't bad, man. Yeah, the lineup was surprising. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one thought, wow, how's that going to work? But I thought Wan-Bissaka was superb.
Since his former club, obviously.
Absolutely superb, mate. Really was. And like I said last week, I said Kudus going to have a good game.
You did say that?
And he did. And he was a big part of both goals.
Yeah.
So, he wasn't perfect, but he had a good game. It made a difference. So that helped. I thought Wan-Bissaka was so good. I thought Souček was good. He was everywhere.
You know what?
Done a lot of blocking and scored that opener, which was crucial.
Wan-Bissaka's first time left-footed controlled pass to Bowen was fantastic. What a pass.
Mate, I was just about to slag him off. I'm like, shoot. And how he picked that pass. I didn't even see it, Cleveland, that pass.
What a pass.
You know when you obviously go, square it, you dick. No, I was like wanting him to shoot. And he picked him out so well, mate, in between the 2 defenders.
Perfect pass.
Oh, and that's class. Well done. What do I know?
I don't want to be one of those get over the top. But, for instance, with that pass on his weaker foot, if somebody like Messi, if Messi plays that pass, who is a left foot, and, because obviously it was the weight of the pass as well, we would be, praising him. So, yeah, Wan-Bissaka, great assist, like a real assist. Especially says the win still didn't shut the Moaners up, work themselves up into such a tizzy that they can't even enjoy an away win at Old Stratford. Would you
Yeah.
agree with that? Have you heard?
Yeah, I think that's what happens with some of these channels and the people in their chat. They can't even enjoy it because, you know what I mean? They're just so down in this misery and rather have a moan up every week. And I thought we were good. I thought no, I don't rate that Rodriguez at all, but I thought he had a decent game. Like he was. So then, if you're going to slag Potter off every fucking week,
Exactly.
and then he puts out a team that you think, oh my God, we're going to get hammered, and he doesn't and wins the game, well, give him some credit for it.
Exactly. So,
you know what I mean? The opposite side of the coin is he probably deserves credit because that, and this is what I'm saying, the coaches that train with these players week in, week out, day in, day out, no more than we do. When all these idiots keep saying, bring the kids on, throw the kids on. No, don't.
Exactly.
If they're good enough, yes. The only people that know if they're good enough is them. Right? All them coaches and trainers.
Yeah.
And they're not always the answer. It's just, well, most of the time they're not the answer. So I just thought it was good. I wonder this week whether we will see Fabianski, Sufal and Cresswell take the pitch. I think there's every chance because basically it's a see you later game for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, be interesting. But mate, I think we played well. I thought we done all right.
You know, there's a saying that there's no sentiment in football, but in certain things I don't agree with that. West Ham, obviously, like we needed to stop the rut, which we done. Went to Old Trafford. It's Forest at home, but you know, for what it is, yeah, I would have no issue with him putting on the players, especially the stalwarts in Fabianski and Sufal and Cresswell. And yeah, playing them, giving them the send-off that all three of them deserve. I know Ings is going as well, but obviously he's not really been whatever. So
yeah, but
I would.
When you think in that game, Cresswell and Sufal did start anyway.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
he played that three at the back. So the only decision he makes is whether he throws Fabianski in or keeps with Areola.
Yeah,
that'd be a bit more about sentiment throwing Fabianski in. But you're not throwing Roberto in, are you, for that?
Exactly. Not you, Roberto. Not you, Roberto.
I wouldn't agree with that.
Yeah, Roberto. Yeah. So, one sec. Sufal had a great game, and we chose to put him. It says Robert. He says Sufal, and we chose to put him out on the pitch.
That's why I had a good game, man. He was good.
Kudos did well pressing up the pitch and getting the ball into the middle, says Lawrence. Colin says, I'm glad we won, gents, but that's the worst Man United side I can remember, even though we didn't play too bad.
Yeah, they were poor, man. There's no getting away from it. Been shit all season, and that was a team that's in a European final, you know.
And that's the positive. That's what we take. We're not saying. We're saying we've just beaten a European finalist. That we're keeping it at that. But in all seriousness, we needed a win, and the more you lose and the more you don't win, it becomes a habit. So I picked West Ham to draw 2-2, but like I said, I was surprised we got a clean sheet. Then I looked at the lineup. I thought, oh shit, like whatever. So Geezer, you're right. Listen, I've not once said Potter out or none of that shit. I've said I'm worried. I'm still worried, but he's an English manager. They are few and far between in the Premier League. So I want him to succeed at West Ham. He's gone away. He beat Arsenal away 1-0. He's beat Man U. I know. And at that time, Arsenal were, going for the league. So, there's been little things, but then, yeah. So,
If instead of looking at all the negatives, if you look at the positives, going to Arsenal, beating them 1-0, going to Liverpool, we got it back to 1-1 and then they scored. We lost by a goal.
Yeah, that was
the Villa game. We lost by a goal. A late goal Everton scored against us. We dropped 2 goals from Brighton right at the death. There are positives there, but eventually you got to turn them into draws into wins and losses into draws. And he done that against Man United. He didn't do it against Tottenham, which was the same sort of scenario. They had a big team out, and we couldn't do it, and we were poor. But I thought we were a hell of a lot better against Man Man United, and got the job done.
Right, Hammer of the Year presentation before the game on Sunday. If it ain't Wan-Bissaka, it will be a disgrace. Really hope Sufa scores one before he leaves. You know, if we get a penalty, we ain't had many penalties. Anyway, if we get a penalty, give it to Sufal. What's your thoughts on Hammer of the Year? Who's your candidate?
You can't look past Wan-Bissaka, can you? Yeah, I mean, the only other person who would get a look in would be Bowen.
Bowen, yeah.
Well, because of his 11 goals. But no, Wan-Bissaka's head and shoulders above anyone for me. In consistent performance, he's been the boy. And play. You can throw him on the left, you can throw him on the right. It has to be. I can't see it being anything.
If it was three candidates for you, would it be Bowen, Souček, and Wan-Bissaka, or Bowen?
Yeah. The three people that I think would get any votes would be them three.
Yeah.
That's it.
So that's before the game on Sunday. Let's see. It should be Wan-Bissaka, though. Definitely should be. I had us down to win 2-1, but there's no way I was hoping for a Manure goal. So, yeah, he's like, fuck the points. He's gained points. He wants West Ham clean sheet. I predicted the W. I thought West Ham would give a good account of herself, but yeah, I didn't go for the win. Anyway. Right.
I just said the Newcastle Chelsea. Gio went 3-1 to Newcastle.
Okay. Is that
not the winners, right? But that's it.
Okay, so you lot, so far, no one's got a correct score. What about this game? Yeah. Man United, right, 1 card, 13 corners, 9 shots on target. Giza, what was the score? What did we pick for 0-2?
I went 3-1 Man United, but Bowen to score. We got that bit right.
Yeah.
Right, you went 2-2. 1-2 said Robert. 1-2 said Inky. 1-2 said Fred. 1-2 said Lawrence. 1-1 Wally. 3-0 Danik Manu. 1-1 Darren. 2-1 Manu College. So no.
Right. 1-13-9. Here we go. Lawrence correctly predicted 9 shots on target. So 10 points for Lawrence. 139. Freshie correctly predicted 9 shots on target. So another 10 points for first fielder.
Right.
139, 139. And finally, Giza, you correctly predicted 9 shots on target. So 10 points for you, sir.
Yeah. Copy Freshie.
Thanks for that, Robert. 10 points.
Well, at least I had a feeling I was going to finish on 0. Thank God. At least it's not 0. Wally's still on 0.
What did Wally say he was going to do? What was the phrase Wally used again? Right. So he says, "Well done on the Bowen goal, Giza," and he said, "Thievery pays." That is how you pronounce it, isn't it? It is. Yeah, it has to be. So Wally's the only one. That's crazy, isn't it? Right, you lot. 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 games remaining, so 7 games down, and nobody's got a correct score yet. Right, next game. I can see a correct score here.
Right. Gio went 1-1. Yeah, interested.
For what game?
Man U West Ham.
Okay.
No, he's still 0, mate. He's nothing. He's rubbish.
Right. This game here, I can see a correct score. But anyway, Nottingham Forest 2, Leicester 1. Leicester were winning 1-0. Forest was winning 2-1. And then they slipped up against their Midlands rivals. And that win would have put them back into the Champions League places. So the owner came on the pitch at the end. And I don't know if he was talking about why did Onwonyi stay on when he was clearly in. I don't know what it was. What's your thoughts? And maybe anybody in the chat, what's your thoughts on the owner coming on? And we don't know what he said, but coming onto the pitch and not being happy.
Thoughts about it. He came on. Shows passion for the club. I mean, he's done a lot for that club, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You know, from where he brought him up from. So, yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, Neville went over the top thinking Nuno should fucking walk and move.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. You don't even know what he really said.
Yeah, I don't know what he said.
So, he's a fucking owner, mate. Can't knock him too much. He's probably apparently he's a bit of a nutbag, a bit of a weirdo fucker. But look what he's done for them. So, but no. I've got a good conspiracy theory, though.
Go on then.
That Marinakis is a Greek shipping magnate.
Right.
Ange Postecoglou was born in Greece and grew up in Melbourne.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boy.
So the Greek connection, geezer, could be their next manager.
Wow. Wow. That would be interesting. But, you know, Nuno's done a fantastic job. So, for me, it would be criminal to get rid of him. And all due respect to Big Ange, Tottenham, under Big Ange, have now lost 21 Premier League games. And they've played 37. That is fucking horrendous. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, he's breaking records, guys. I'll give him that.
And then I believe, so their final game is Aston Villa. So that could easily be 22 games. But, you know, that could all be forgotten if they win that Europa League. But as has been his season, they've got major injuries. So anyway,
look, I'm saying for the final that already did Bergvall, fucking Kulusevski, Madison, all gone out. He's got no chance.
That will be. You lot watch the body language of the team that loses that. Just watch those players on the pitch. They are going to be downtrodden. Whoever loses that game, just watch the body language of everybody associated with it. Yeah, terrible.
It's amazing how one game can be you've had a fucking terrible, worst season ever, or you win it. It's been a great season for Tottenham if you've watched Tottenham because they hadn't had a trophy for so long.
Yeah,
it's brilliant. All that on one game, mate.
And the thing is, that's the reality. It's a fantastic season because it's a major trophy and it's Champions League sitting at the top table next season. It's a fantastic season, regardless. The danger of swinging for fences is you usually strike out. Wally, you need a lucky dip or two. Wally, I drifted off the 2-1s for this one, for fuck's sake. Hold on. Fresh. Oh yeah, but it finished 2-2 anyway. But yeah.
Guess what, Freshy? Guess what, son? I didn't. I went for the 2-1.
Yep.
Forest 2 left or what?
Oh, look what he says. Marinakis shipping magnet, Big Ange, babe magnet. No. Marinakis. Right, so Giza. In our 8th game, 9, 10, 11, 8th game. Spurs 2, Palace. No, sorry, wrong game. Sorry. Forest 2, Leicester 2. We had Robert 6 cards, 8 corners, 10 shots on target. What did we pick for Forest 2, Leicester 2? Please, sir.
Forest 2, Leicester 2. How did they get that? I went 2-1, Forest. 3. You sure it was 2-2?
Yeah, Forest v Leicester, 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Robert. 3-0 said Titch. 2-2 said Robert.
Well done, Robert. Finally, we have a correct score.
2-0 said Inky. 3-1 said Fresh. 2-0 Lawrence. 3-0 Wally. 3-0 Danny. 2-0 Darren. 3-1 Colin.
Right, that's
the first score.
That's 15 points for Roberto. Right. 6, 8, 10. Right, Wally correctly predicted 8 corners, so 10 points for Walito. Go on, Wally. 6, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10.
Yeah, come on.
And finally, with the correct corners, Giza, you also got 10 points for the correct corners.
Oh, 20. Flying, mate. 20.
You're now above me.
Oh, yeah, you're 10 still. Yeah, on 10. Robert, that helps. 35.
Wait,
Holding on is Freshy with 50.
Yep.
Darren up there with 30. 20 for Colin. Yeah, it's Really poor scoring. Tell you that.
Terrible. Right. This is the game that I thought I picked the correct score and I didn't. Spurs 0, Palace 2. I don't know why I thought I picked that, but obviously I didn't.
Jeez.
Yeah. What anything of note in that game for you?
No, can't remember. I think Eze
Okay.
scored a good goal, did he?
Yeah, I think he did. That's what I was thinking. I'm sure there was a good goal in that game.
Yeah.
But Spurs, obviously at home, lost again. And then, like I said, they've gone to Villa and then lost 2-0 once again. So, not looking good for them. Anyway, Robert, this game had 2 cards, 12 corners, 11 shots on target. Before you... Good morning, Darren. Morning, all. Trust you well. Time check, 5:17 a.m. Darren, as always, much appreciated.
Hey,
I hope you're good. And you're doing all right thus far. Even in a kind of quiet week for everybody. Not a great week, but you're doing well. Oi, Dazza, you and Giza are in a slugfest for position. Oh, yeah. Giza did temporarily go above you in the league table by 5 points, but tonight, how many has he got now? 40?
Darren's got 30. I've got 20.
So it's 5 points. He's 5 points in
Same
front of you.
5 points in front of you.
Definitely a slugfest for that third place. Anyway, Spurs 0, Palace 2. Giza.
Oh, yeah. I got Spurs 8 goals. I went 1-2 to Palace. You went 3-1 to Palace, 2-2 Robert, 2-1 to Spurs Inky, 1-1 said Fresh, 1-2 Lawrence. I'll tell you what. Yeah, sorry. 1-2 Lawrence, 1-1 Wally. Not sure. 0-2 Danny, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well done, Danny boy.
Danny. Yeah, you got it. And that was a change score, I think, yeah, Geezer. We'd wrote the score down.
Yeah.
Then it changed to the 2-0. So well done. 2-2 Darren, 2-2 Colin.
Is that the one where I don't know?
I think
Danny
didn't we
put
pick it?
Yeah, because he put
And
it
then-
in, but maybe it didn't pop up, so we picked it.
Maybe it was that. Yeah, that
So-
was that.
So do we? Are you saying we have to go with the original what we picked?
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, Danny, 15 points. Right, we had 2 cards, 12 corners, 11 shots on target. So that's 2 correct scores. One for Robert. Yeah, it was Robert. Yeah, Robert,
that's it.
and one, and that's come just like London buses. We waited all this time, and now we've got 2 in a row. Anyway, 2, 12, 11. I correctly predicted 11 shots on target. So 10 points for me. Thank you. 2, 12, 11, 2, 12, 11, 2, 12, 11, 2, 12, 11, 2, 12, 11, 2, 12, 11, 2. And the only other person to score with also correct shots on target is Colin. So 10 points for Colin. And we have 2 games remaining. And I can see here some more correct scores. So definitely a London buses theme going on here because this will be the 3rd game in a row with correct score. Fix says Lawrence. Any lucky dip winners this week? There was 1, and you're looking at him, and it's not me. It was the main man. That lucky dip took him 5 points above you. I put it the wrong way round, said Danny. Oh, that's the one he put it the wrong way round, and then we adjusted it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, Lucky corrected it.
Oh, sorry, Geezer's already. I'm sorry, Freshy's already told him. Geezer was only 100 points, went above you. Right, here we go. So you lot. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2. We spoke about this because we spoke about Trent Alexander-Arnold getting booed and all that. Liverpool obviously have already won the league. Arsenal need to just pick up a few more points just to guarantee 2nd place. So this game probably suited Arsenal, or the result suited Arsenal more, so especially as they was 2-0 down, and then that 2-1 went down to 10 men, I think. I'm sure they were 2-1 down. Giza, anything else other than the Trent bullshit that you want to talk about in this game? Nah.
It's a weird game of two halves. Liverpool absolutely hammered them in the first half. And then they seemed like they came out half asleep in the second half. Yeah, that was all.
Well, this
It
game was
looked
quite
like they're
weird.
not that bothered, mate.
Yeah. Well, they're not that bothered, are they, when they're doing their own player?
They've been in Dubai all week, Geezer, I think.
Who, Liverpool or Arsenal? Oh, Liverpool, sorry. Have they?
Liverpool, they've been in Dubai on holiday like for a week.
Why? Is that yeah?
Celebrate Alexander Arnold's leaving or whatever. I don't know. They just went out to Dubai for a few days. They're on the beach already.
On the beach already. Bloody hell. Right, this game, it was quite weird. It had 5 cards. That's not weird, but only 4 corners. So no one ain't getting that, I don't think. 12 shots on target, and it finished 2-2. So Giza, what do we pick for Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2, please?
I went 3-1. You went 3-0. 2-2. Oh, Robert's in again. Well done, Robert. Let's thank him up. Robert 2-2. Inky 2-0. Freshy's bounced back with a 2-2.
Well done, Fred.
Now, Lawrence 2-1. 2-0 Wally. 3-1 Danny. 2-1 Darren. And Colin, he's up there now. Colin 2-2.
Well done, Colin.
Wow. That's changed things.
1 sec. Robert, 15 point. You 15. And Freshy. Right, so did Robert confirm that? Robert, was it 5-4-12, Roberto? Players were in Dubai, slot went to Ibiza. Oh shit. Lawrence says 20, baby.
All right.
Let's check this. Right, so 5-4-12. Okay, I correctly predicted 5 cards, so I'll have 10 points, please, Giza.
I would take them, mate.
Oh shit, what happened there? What the fuck has just happened there? Wait. Okay, right. 5-4-12. Wally correctly predicted 12 shots on target, so 10 points for Walito. Cheers, Robert. 10 points for Wally.
He's caught me already.
5. And Lawrence is right. 20 points for Lawrence. He got the cards and the shots on target. So book it, Giza. Times 2. 20 points for Lawrence. 5.
Oh, puts him up there. Well, sort of.
5-4-12. 5-4-12. 5. Danny got the cards right. So 10 points for Danny boy. 10. 10 points for Darren. Got the cards right.
No. Don't hear that.
An additional. Oh shit! I didn't realize this. Oh fuck! An additional. I didn't even see this. An additional 20 points for Colin because he got the cards and the shots on target. So 35 in total for Colin. No, not 35.
Oh, we've got a treble.
35 for Colin. Yeah, he got a treble.
Oh, mate, that's huge.
35. 5. Yeah, he did. I'm just double checking that. Fucking
Oh,
hell.
I'll have to...
And finally, Giza, 10 points for you for the correct shots on target, which was 12 shots on target.
Oh, that's a great pick. 12 shots on target.
12 shots on target.
Oh, we'll have to have a round up these scores, man.
Oh, does that? All right, Giza, I've got a kick in the teeth for you, yeah? For the final game, yeah? You were, in the final game, you were one of the cards. What? So this lets you know you didn't score anything. You was one of the cards.
Me done.
You was one of the cards. You was one of the corners. You was one of the shots on target, and you was. The score was 4-3, but you picked 3-2. So yeah, you had the margin right.
Fucking that's outrageously
I should have
close.
told you that after, but it popped up here, so I should have just told you that after. So that could have been a superfecta.
No, that could have won this week just with that coming on. Mate, we're all over.
Well done, Colin. Lawrence, thanks, mate. Sorry, yeah, I should have told you that after, but yeah, it just popped out of me right
I'll give you a quick round up of how.
1 sec. Let me put the league table up. Yeah, what's the current
Just,
score, please?
Yeah, just that one by Collins made it close. I'm on 30. You're on 30. 50 for Robert. 10 Inky. 65 Fresh. 40 Lawrence. 20 Wally. 35 Danny. 40 Darren. 65 same as Fresh. Collins.
Wow, neck and neck.
35
Going into
points.
the last game. Right. So the last game. Let me put this back. Was the El Clasico. Real Madrid went 2-0 up through Mbappe. Barcelona went 4-2 up all in the first half. Mbappe scored his hat trick, and it remained 4-3. So Barcelona, after that, Real Madrid won their next game, and then Barcelona won last night against Espanyol 2-0 to clinch the title. And apparently, Lamar, it's Lamar. Yeah, apparently he scored a worldie. He apparently scored a worldie. I ain't seen it, but yeah.
Another worldie from him.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, like a bang.
Absolute superstar, geezer. Superstar. Yeah. He's another Maradona. He's another Messi. He's going to be up there with some of the best of them. He's the new star.
You know, yeah, it's refreshing. Like I said, for me, football's just got a little bit like, but it's refreshing to see a young, genuine superstar. Like, you know, very, very refreshing. Right, like I said, the game had 7 cards, 12 corners, and 14 shots on target. So I'm not sure how many points are going to be grabbed in this final game. Anyway, Giza, Barca 4, Real 3 for the final game. What do we pick for this, please?
Me being very unlucky on every department here.
Yeah.
3-2, I said. I knew there was going to be a lot of goals in this fucking game. You went 2-0. 2-1, Barcelona, Robert. Inky, yeah, he copied me. 3-2. 1-1 said Fresh. 3-1 said Lawrence. 1-1 Wally. 1-2 Danny. 1-1 Darren. 1-1 Colin. Or 2-2, not sure. But either one. Not good.
Colin said 2-2. Right, so 7, 12, 14. 7, 12, 14. 12. Robert correctly predicted 12 corners, so 10 points for Roberto.
Well done, Robert. That's
10.
Good pick.
7, 12, 14.
Yeah, I should have got that.
Oh, Inky also picked 12 corners, so 10 points for Inky.
Oh, that's something, Inky. Not been a great week for old Inky.
7, 12, 14. And that's it. Nobody else scored. So, when you're ready, we'll do the tally up from my and Freshie. Hopefully, will help me out and just put it tally up. But yeah, Giza, when you're ready, just let me know what we scored.
Yeah, well, that doesn't change much. So there you go. I ended up on 30, Giza.
Yep.
Yes, as you did, 30.
Yep.
A fine 60 from Roberto.
60. Yep.
20 for Inky.
Inky. Yep.
Lawrence 40.
Yep.
Wally 20. Shy.
Yep.
You know, 35 for Danny.
Danny. Yep.
Darren on 40. God, he's gone in front of me by 5, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Colin. Joint went up with 65.
Yeah.
With Fresh 65.
So that's 2 on the bounce. So Freshie. So just to recap, you lot, we'll start from the top. Freshie scored 65. And Wally scored 20. Giza scored 30. Darren scored 40. Yes. Inky scored 20. Lawrence scored 40. Danny scored 35. Roberto scored 60. I scored 30. And Colin scored 65. So, like I said, you lot, I'm not sure how many weeks we've got left. It might be 1, it might be 2. And I mean that as... Oh, sorry, let me get rid of this. I mean... I'll leave it a bit for Freshie, actually. It might help him. So we're still going to do the Friday nights, but I'm saying as a competition, as a game show, we might... I'm trying to think. We might only have 1 more week. I don't know how the fixtures are panned out or whatever. So we might only have one more week of fixtures, which might be the final day. Yeah, it would be because Man United have played their 37th game. So have Spurs. So yeah, we've probably got one more week, which will be the final Premier League games, which obviously will all be on the same day. So you lot got one more round. So Wally, you really need probably 2 lucky dips without Freshie getting any. So let's see. Your picks will be interesting tonight, Walito. So yeah, you lot, one more week. But like I said, Friday nights won't end, but this obviously the season will end for us. We'll go back to the chat-alongs. Boom. Yeah, it'll be shorter shows, but we'll be live as long as Geezer's available. Every Friday we'll still do this. It'll just be a shorter show because obviously it takes up this much time due to the nature. When it's just a little chat-along, maybe an hour and a half. Anyway, let's get to the comments and then we'll get to you lot. Yeah, so Geezer, we're going to have one more week, which will be the final game of the season, I would imagine. Yeah. Final round of the season. Lawrence, right, here we go. Geezer hits the post, says Roberto.
Yeah. 4 of them.
Andre Previn has got his Stradivarius running for Geezer. Okay. How do you pronounce that? Stradivarius.
Stradivarius, yeah.
What is that?
The best. It's a violin.
Oh, okay. Okay, right.
It's one of the best violins. Some of them are worth millions of pounds.
Oh shit! So he's gone past the 3,000 threshold as fresh fielder. He's gone past 3,000 points tonight. Inky says I'm copying Freshie this week. Lamar used to be lead singer for Kajagoogoo.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? He was called Lamar, yeah.
It was a great goal from Lamar. I watched it. Yeah, I ain't seen it, Danny. I saw the heading.
No, I ain't seen that. Look out.
Nice one, Roberto. Nice one, Colin, and first fielder. Nice one, Freshie, Colin. Well done, Freshie and Colin. Yeah, well done, you two. Congratulations, Freshie and Colin. Thanks for that, Freshie. What minute are we in? 142.
Oh, it's got a big lead now. That's all 1 week to go. Freshie's going on. There'll have to be some serious lucky dips.
Hold on. 142.
Yeah, I'm on me and Darren, mate. That's it. If I hit 3rd place, it's fantastic effort. Fantastic effort. I've got to get past Darren next week.
Right, it says double check. Did you make any changes, Freshie, from these two? Or are they the same? Wait, 310, 310, Walito, 20. I trust you, yeah. I'm sure you got it right. Yeah, you must have got it right. Double check. Nah, we're going with yours. You're right. Definitely right. Oh no, you got me on 2,200. I meant to have 3,000 fresh. Just adjust that and then it's all correct. Remember the IX comment earlier. It ain't over until Adele sings. Exactly. Well, he needs 200 lucky dip without fresh getting it for next week. Look at Lawrence laughing. Or it's right. You lot, we're gonna get into which is probably the penultimate week for this. Yeah, it must be. Yeah. Only change was put in 5 instead of 4 for Inky's placing. Okay, no worries. I am at 2575, says Lawrence. 25. Lawrence, where is Lawrence? Lawrence. Oh, he says 240. Yeah. He's trying to get some. Check Geezer's score from last week. Check Geezer's score from last week.
Stop it. Leave my score alone.
What's going on here? Under investigation here. Right, you look. So this week I've done the fixtures in the order that they'll be played. So it's FA Cup final first, then it's the 8 Premier League games, then it's the Serie A game, and then it's the 2 Premier League games. I like Freshie still include Solfon, so none of us come low.
Yeah,
Makes us look like miles above. Right, you lot. So this is remember any cup game will be within the 90 minutes or regular time or whatever. Right, the first game is tomorrow, the FA Cup final. Before we get into this, Geezer, didn't the FA Cup final used to be the season showpiece? Like, how can they play that and then there's still games to be played? I don't get that.
Yeah, it never used to be, guys. That used to be the very last game of the
That's what I thought.
English league.
That's shit. Why? I don't get this. What? I
Yeah.
don't get it.
Just fuck knows. Why
That's
playing so many more games there, all these teams or whatever. I don't know how they work it out. But it used to be season finished, week later. Used to be between around the 7th and 14th of May, something like that. And it used to be the final to end the season.
yeah, that's bad. I think it's shit. I think it's
European games after that, but if anyone was in it. But the FA Cup was the end of the season.
Yeah. And even, I mean, the European games, they're also before the end of the season. I mean, Champions League will probably be after, but the Europa is obviously this week coming up. So that's before the season finishes as well. But yeah, FA Cup, I always knew it to be, the last game of the English season. Anyway, Man City v Palace, it should be a good game. And I believe it's because of what's happened this season with both teams, I think this is a 50-50 game.
Yeah.
I hope Palace don't choke. But from what I've seen of them in this competition, especially the semi-final against Aston Villa, I can't see that happening. So they recently went to City and went 2-0 up. Could have been 3-0. Then they had lost 5-2. But City will be wary of Crystal Palace. And they should be as well. If you underestimate them, at your peril. Palace have never, ever won a major trophy. So... Yeah, history
it'd be good to see, wouldn't it?
It would be good to see. History could be made. Right, let's get to.
I mean, even just that, if you look at Newcastle winning the League Cup, it's great for them. They won a trophy in God knows how long.
Yeah,
and then for Palace to win the FA Cup, it's great. It's
in the same season,
from all the usuals.
And once again, for me personally, it brings back the magic of football, like you got Lamar, and then you've got Newcastle, and then maybe Palace. Yeah, so it's right. I thought he was on 22.50. He was 2.415 getting 40 last week. Yeah. Oh, they're talking about your scores, I think here.
Yeah, 100 plus 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my scores. Unless you want to give me more, I'm not interested.
Right, Lawrence is straight in. Lawrence has gone for this cup final. City 3, Palace 2.
It's a big score. FA Cup final.
3-2 for Lawrence.
Big score.
Inky has gone City 2, Palace 0. 5, 11, 10, 1 sec. Who's next? Danny, as he always does, he's gone the opposite. He's gone City 0, Palace 1. Danny, yep. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
0-1 for Danny boy. Roberto's gone 2-1 City. He's gone for 22 corners as well. Robert.
What? 22 goals?
Yeah.
Wow.
2-1. Who's next? Walito's also gone 2-1. I don't know if Wally's going back to his tried and trusted trademark.
Yeah, I reckon so after that week.
Wally.
A very plausible score too in this, isn't it? 2-1.
2-1. First fielder has also gone 2-1. Palace will. He says 2-1, but he says Palace will do it though. So maybe heart and head. Maybe his head's saying City to win 2-1. 4-11-9. Fresh.
Yeah, I don't know. I just look at City. They don't win this. They've won fuck all, haven't they?
Right. Robert's put Palace v City. Maybe someone's asked a question that hasn't popped up on my thing. I don't know. Right, Darren's gone for 1-1. 5, 10, 10. Darren. Which would obviously take it extra time. So I'm assuming somebody's asked the question, maybe Darren, but that hasn't popped up, and then Robert's answered him. I'm going Man City win, says Lawrence. Yeah, 3-2. Right, Freshie says they beat us in the playoff final after we helped them into the playoffs in the first place. I remember that. I think Ryan Dean got a last-minute equaliser against Wigan to kibosh them. I think I remember that actually. Yeah, we helped them get in it, and then they beat. I do remember that. What year was that, Fresh? Colin has got tonight's winner, joint winner. He's gone Man City 2, Palace 3. He's gone for a fresh fielder. 5, 11. I just want to see a great game. Right, Giza, it's just down to us. Never ever doubt Roberto's numbers. Head over heart. Oh, he's talking about his 22 corners. Palace v City on my flash. Oh. It's 2-1 for Palace. On flash score. Palace v City on my flash score. My score is 2-1 for Palace. What do you mean on your flash score, Robert? Oh. Palace on top of City on flash score. What, as in?
Well, they're the first team. We've got here City Palace, not Palace City.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, it maybe means that. Let me check. Right. Let me just check this. Saturday. Let me just double check. Yeah, he's right. It is. Sorry, it is. It's Palace. But everybody's put their. Okay, I need to change this round. But don't worry. I'll leave it as it is. I'll leave it as it is because everybody's put it as it is. So I don't need to change anything. But yeah, Robert. Yeah, sorry. But everybody's put their scores down anyway. He's saying Palace is the first. Yeah, see, thanks. Yeah, it took us a while to work that out. Don't worry, you lot. I'll just keep it as it is because we know who everybody's picked. Right, Giza, are you ready to pick for?
No.
No, I'll go then. We just keep Man City as the home team. I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go 2-2. I'm gonna go for 3 cards. We will have 11 corners and 8 shots on target, and 2-2 for me. What are you saying? Oh shit!
Oh, I don't know with this game, mate. I really don't.
One sec before you go. Robert says change mind. So Robert is. Right, Robert,
you want City or Palace to win, Robert?
Yeah, because we've got you 2-1 City, Robert. But do you want?
So I'll change that. He must want to go Palace.
Maybe. Let us know, Robert. What do you want?
You might regret it, Robert.
Yeah, Robert.
Change.
Who do you want 2-1-2, Robert? He wants. He wants Palace 2-1. Says Freshie. One for that.
Yeah, I'd say he must want Palace.
Okay, I'm going to change it.
Anyway.
Yeah, he does. He does. Right. So Robert wants 1-2 on my end. Well, yeah. Wants Palace. He's saying Palace. Boom. Said.
Hey.
Palace. I'm sticking with
I
my
don't
Palace.
want to put it down.
Yeah, we got you as that, Danny. Giza. Palace v City. FA Cup final. Palace never won a trophy. City not had the best of seasons by their standards.
I'll be so hoping I'm wrong, but I'm going to go 2-1 for City. I think it'll be a close game.
Yep.
And then we're going to have 9 shots on target.
Yep.
4 bookings.
Yep.
12 corners.
2-1.
I hope
Good.
I'm wrong. I hope Palace get up.
Good. G'day. Because, yeah, it's morning. But g'day, Anzac. He says, good morning. I injured my hand yesterday and in hospital. About to go into surgery. Oh, shit. 4 fingers in a lawnmower. Off to surgery now. Thanks for getting me through it. I can't believe that. Fucking hell.
Anzac. Mate, you know them lawnmowers, mate? That's why I'm avoiding mine at the moment. Fucking dangerous. But
Oh,
hope you're all right, bro.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Genuinely. And do me a favor, just when the video's not live and that, just post in the comments how the op went. Just find the video and just post. Yeah, let me know how, or let us know, sorry, how the op went. And hopefully fucking it's not serious. But yeah, bad news, man. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, unlucky, mate. Hope it goes well, mate. 4 fingers. Gee, it must have.
Fucking hell. Yeah, Anzac, please let us know in the comments once you've had it up and all of that. Just let us know how it went, and hopefully there's no fucking long term. But yeah, I don't know. Giza, have you heard of things like that before, like with the lawnmowers or?
Yeah. Don't know how he done his one, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, if the blades caught his fingers, yeah, they'd be a bit mangled up. Hopefully, he's not losing any, and just stitch it all up.
Right, fingers crossed, Anzac. Yeah, like seriously, and you know what? The fact that you've come in here, said hello and all that, and then said, thanks for getting me through the morning. Yeah, fair play to you, seriously. And yeah, I'm hoping that it's a bit temporary damage or whatever. So yeah, please just let us know in the comment section, like once you've come through the up and you're good. And hopefully, yeah, it's nothing long term. Oh shit, mate. Hope it all goes okay, says Roberto. Anzac, get well soon, says Danny Boy. MC Anzac, hope you're going to take part in the league next season. Yeah, that would be good. And that's the thing. You could just pick whatever. Yeah, that would be good actually, Inky. I had 4 fingers disappear. 1 too soon. Oh, I had 4 fingers disappear too soon. I thought I knew what he meant there. Once. Yeah. I know. Because Anzac, get better soon, says Colin. Get well soon, Anzac. So it's all of us. Yes. Echoing.
Yeah.
Right. You lot, next game. And I've got the correct home and away for this one. Premier League games. Everton at home to Southampton.
There's a cracker.
Yeah.
There's a classic.
Obviously, Southampton, now the monkey's off their back. They've got more than 11 points that they didn't want to go down with. So we might see some free-flowing, not 11 men in the penalty box and disgusting football, as Giza described it. Everton obviously went to Fulham and got a 3-1, and this will be Everton's final game at Goodison Park. So I would imagine they want to go out with a bang, and of all the teams to face, Southampton would be up there, one of them that they choose to play. So Everton v Southampton, people. Right, here we go. Lawrence has said Everton 2, Southampton 1. 2-1. Danny Boy, it's a 2-0 to Everton. Walito, 2-1 Everton.
Here we go.
Wally's saying that. I'm going back to my tried and trusted. 2-1 Walito. Reshi has said Everton bus. What am I missing here? So, both of them bus. What does that mean? He's sent 2-1 to Everton. What does that read? That read what he's put BUS after both the teams.
4-11-9.
No. Oh. 4-11-9.
They're both shit. None of that.
2-1. Inky Boy has gone 2-0 Everton. 3-10. Right, Inky, is that 19 shots on target? Yeah. Let me just. No, it's not. It's 10. Okay, cool.
Jesus.
Inky. No, it's a 10. So he's going 3, 10, 10. Inky. 3, 10, 10, 2-0. Who's next? Roberto also 2-0 Everton. 586. Roberto.
Jesus, they parked the bus like they did fucking last week.
Oh, 2 competing group chats says they've got the 2-0s and the 2-1 group chats. So Inky, I put you down for 3-10-10, which is park the bus. Oh, bus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bus. Both of them. Park the bus.
Oh no, you know what I mean? It's not a game you look forward to watching, is it? Fuck you.
Right.
But now
Colin-
they've got that point set up, they might be a little bit more adventurous. I don't know. Oh god.
Colin has gone 3-1 Everton. 5-10-10. Colin. 5-10-10.
Yeah. I suspect that's what will happen.
Right, we're waiting on Darren. Geezer, do you want to go? You want me to go? Yeah. Is Geezer going to be brave and go 0-0? That's what Freshie said.
Don't.
Oh,
No, fuck it, I think Everton at home. You remember this is Everton's last game, isn't it? At
yeah.
home.
Yeah. Darren's gone 3-0, Geezer.
Oh, and he beat. Well, I beat him to it.
Oh, you're going to copy Darren, are you?
You haven't copied Darren. I'd already written 3-0 down because that's what I'm thinking. Last game at home, I want to go out with a bang. Surely Southampton might do what they did last week. They've got their point. Nothing else matters. 3-0. Southampton. We're only going to have 9 shots on target.
Yep.
That's probably being generous, isn't it?
You never know.
6 corners.
6 corners, yeah?
Yeah, 3 cards.
Right, I'm going to go for... Shall I just be it? I've got nothing to lose. Everton 4. Southampton 0. I was going to say 1. 4-0 Everton. Who cares? What have I got to lose? Right, I'm going to go for... 5 cards. One will be for taking the shirt off celebration. 5 cards. We will have 9 corners, 10 shots on target, and 4-0 to the Toffees. Right. Next game, everybody, is the Mighty Hammers against Forest. Now, Forest slipped up against Leicester. They are still in with a shout of getting Champions League football next season, but they've made it hard for themselves. Being at home doesn't really mean anything for West Ham this season, so it's not like, we're at home. Once again, it's about your motivation in football. Are they deflated or are they motivated to let's just win our next 2 games and see what happens? Or, one sec, there's salted caramel lollies. One sec, you lot. 1 minute.
Yeah. It's a tricky one to pick, this, isn't it? I think we might see it again. Wan-Bissaka, left wing back, Chufal, right wing back, 3 at the back with Cresswell. And I hope Fabianski does start the game. Even if you changed it after an hour and brought Areola on so Fabianski can do a walk-off. That'd be nice.
It would be nice. It would be
so
nice.
I hope he does start Fabianski. I think it's the right thing to do.
Do you know what? This game, I'm sort of conflicted. Of course, I want West Ham to win, but I also would love to see Forest in the Champions League. Yeah, it's one of them ones where, 51% of me wants the West Ham win and 49% was like, if I knew Forest would beat us, win the next one and get in, then it's a tough one. Obviously, I want West Ham, but we ain't got to pay for. But
even though I think it will be a blessing in disguise if they get into Europa League.
Yeah,
I mean, it's for them.
Yeah,
But they might not see it that way.
Exactly. They won't. It will be an anticlimax for them, definitely. All right, West Ham v Forest. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Wait. Darren says 11 watching and 5 likes. Don't worry about that, Darren. No worries. Right, so Lawrence has gone 1-1. 5, 11, 10. Lawrence. 5.
Yeah. I might be following Wally. Because I think I've done a prediction on this on the show during the week. I think I said 2-1. Because Freshie pulled me up on it.
What, on West Ham Network?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, wait. What did you pick? 2-1 to Forest.
No, 2-1 to West Ham.
Oh, but what do you mean he pulled you up on it?
Oh, when I he said, yeah, Kieran loves his 2-1.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right, Danny has gone West Ham 0, Nottingham Forest 4. Yes, you heard that correct.
Fucking hell, Danny. I don't think we're that bad, mate. We've been bad, but we don't concede that many goals. But, Chrissy Woods, mate, he'll be...
20 goals. He got his 20th, didn't he, in that game?
He got there, mate. He got there, didn't he? Great ball in for him as well. Is it good? Right on his nap.
Great ball. Yeah.
Great header. Yeah, delighted for him, Woodsy. Got his 20. That's it. That'll be him, mate. You'll never hear of him again, mate. He's never doing this again.
Well, good for him. Hopefully that gets us. Right. Roberto has gone for West Ham 2, Forest 1.
Yeah.
That equaliser from Leicester could have knocked the stuffing out of Forest. It really could have done. So we just don't know. Yeah. 6, 7, 6, 7,
yeah, well, good.
2-1. Who's next? Freshie also gone 2-1 West Ham. 4, 11, 9. Top dog and champ. 2-time champ. 2-1 Freshie. Who's next? Inky Boy's also gone 2-1 West Ham. 5, 11, 10.
Is that Inky?
Yep. Oh my gosh, man. 5,
yeah.
10. 2-1. Walito has gone 1-2. 4, 10, 10.
Boo. I don't see why we can't beat them, mate.
You just don't know, like I said, motivation, how that game affected them, how the game affected West Ham going to Old Trafford, regardless of anything, getting a clean sheet, winning 2-0, that might be springing West Ham step. Yeah, there's so many things that happen in both of our games that could affect this game, and hopefully it's that. West Ham on a high, Forest on a low. Hopefully that is the outcome. Danny says Lawrence, the 4-0. Larry Dog. Danny boy loves wood. Darren's gone 1-1. 5, 1, 1. Colin has gone 2-2. Tonight's champ. 10, 11. Colin. 5, 10, 11. 2-2. And then it's just us two, Giza.
Yeah, because I said it the other night, I'll stick with 2-1.
2-1 to West Ham.
Yeah. Okay. 9 shots on target.
Yep.
7 corners.
Yep.
4 cuts.
2-1. Fresh, I think East Ham had their best game last game. Lawrence says, screw that Titch if that is your name. West Ham till we die. Obviously, but like I said, is the romantic in me likes to see Newcastle winning the trophy. It likes to see Palace winning the trophy. And it likes to see the likes of Forest getting in the Champions League above the likes of Chelsea's or your Man United, your Spurs. So, but obviously, yeah, ultimately, I want West Ham to win. I gently rib Giza on old school hammers, but never give the game away, says Freshie.
Yeah.
If you with us, you're against us. Ain't against. If you ain't with us, more than 2-time champ, it's about 8. No, I mean 2 in a row. 2 in a row. 2 weeks in a row. Oh, it's just me, innit? Right. So, come on, West Ham. Come on, West Ham. This is 2-2.
Be nice to see Souček get a goal for his 10th.
10, exactly. I'm gonna go 2-2.
2-2. Yeah,
2-2.
it's a possibility.
I'm gonna go for 3 cards. Corners 9. Shots on target. It could be interesting. We'll go 9 and 2-2. Right, everybody. Next game is West London derby. Brentford v Fulham. Let me just tell you where these 2 teams are in the league currently, because they're both trying to get Europe. Brentford, Fulham standings. Right, so Brentford are 8th on 55 points, but I think if Man City win the FA Cup, then 8th would be Europa League. So these teams want Man City to win that anyway. And who's the other? Who are they playing? Fulham are in 11th on 51 points. So yeah, that defeat against Everton last week was very, very damaging. So
Yeah, like they've fallen off a cliff in the last 6 weeks, mate.
yeah,
Well,
So you would maybe assume Brentford have got to be favourites in this game. There we go. Freshie has said Bees 2, Fulham 1.
oh, he's on his 2-1 fucking rant here. Jesus. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1.
Lawrence has also gone 2-1.
Yeah, sorry, Wally. I'll write it down now, Wally, 2-1.
Yeah, no.
I know it's happening.
All right, let's go to Wally's one. No, actually, we'll wait. Roberto 2-1. 5, 9, 10. This is
All that.
I mean, if there is a group chat going on, do we investigate them geese and just take their point, give them to us? 5, 9, 10. Roberto 5.
I've already written down my score, Gazer.
Okay, let me just clear these ones. Right, Danny's gone 2-0. So he broke that cycle of 2-1s. Danny. One sec. Wally has gone 2-1. 4, 10, 10. Wally. 4, 10, 10, 2, 1. Who's next? Inky has gone 2-0. 5, 9, 9. I think Fox is making noise. I thought it was my son. One sec. Yes, Foxes. Right. Colin has gone 2-2. 5, 10, 11. 5, 10, 11, 2-2. Which doesn't help either team. A draw don't help any of them. Laura says, what did these pick? Geese is 400 points behind and still taking the piss. Gotta love him, really. 400 points behind who?
Yeah, I'm up in 400 behind pressure.
Nah, you're more than that.
Oh, fucking don't make it worse.
Maybe not then. Oh,
I
sorry.
don't think it matters.
Yeah, no, it is fresh. My bad. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was bigger gap than that.
Yeah, mate, if I get the triple fucking lucky dip next week, arse will stop flapping.
Don't worry, geezer. We're gonna rig this one. You're gonna get all 5. Right. Comments.
Sorry, Darren.
Group chat rules. Geezer's not allowed in the group chat, says Iki.
Yeah, see that.
Yellow card for whoever lets him in the group chat. Darren has gone 1-1.
Well, he likes fucking. That's his third 1-1, Darren. Hey?
Bit of a betting pattern here.
Yeah, I'm going for it, mate. And Buemo and Wissa, mate. They're scoring goals. 3-1. 3-1, Geezer. To Brentford.
Yep.
Smashing Fulham. They're shit. Yeah, 9 shots on target. We're gonna go 4 cards.
Yep.
Need many corners. 9.
3-1. Yeah. Yep. Right. I'm gonna go 2-0 Brentford. We will have 5 cards. Corners. 12 corners. 10 shots on 8 shots on target. 2-0 bees. Right. Next up is 2 relegated teams, and that is Leicester City v Ipswich Town. Yep. So this game, obviously, Vardy's got 2 games to score 100 goals. I think has he made 500 appearances now for Leicester as well? I'm sure he has. Yeah, I'm sure he's made 500 appearances for them. I could be wrong. I'm sure I see. Anyway, but he's got 2 games.
I heard someone say the other day that this is going to be his last game.
What, this game?
This game.
Not the away game. The last game.
Not the away game.
Why?
Don't know. Just someone said it. Or it was on one of them, probably a TalkSport thing or whatever I was watching. And I reckon it was announced in a programme or something that this is his last game.
I don't get that.
I don't know whether they're letting him go early, have a week off, or a week extra. I don't.
I don't get that. Well,
I don't know if that's true or not, though, guys. I'll get that confirmed.
You know what? The person he is and what he's done and that arrogance he's got, I could definitely see him scoring in this game. Like, by hook or crook, I could see him getting 200 goals. Or
they need a penalty, don't they? They need a penalty.
Yeah, I could somehow, some way, I could see him getting it. And I hope he does. I hope he gets 200 goals. Yeah, I'm baffled as to why he's not going to play in the last game. I wonder what the reasoning for that is. Right, what we got here? Wait a minute. Right, Darren was right. So Freshies first. Leicester 1, Ipswich 2 for 11-9. 1.
Ooh.
Lawrence has gone. Lawrence has gone 1-1.
Yeah, that was sort of my first thoughts, the old 1-1 draw. It's too obvious, isn't it?
Danny has gone 0-2. These foxes shut. Danny Ward. Robert has gone 2-1 Leicester. 4-9.
He's on a 2-1 train as well, Robert.
Vardy party for his final home game.
Yeah,
Right, say that in your best Australian accent. Ready? Vardy party for his final home game.
yeah, mate. Vardy party for his final home game. Sorted.
In the Arvo. 3 p.m. kickoff in the Arvo. Right, Wally has gone 2-1 Leicester.
Oh, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1.
Go on, Wally. Take it into the last game of the season, last round of the season. Wally 1. Inky's also gone 2-1. 2-1. Darren has gone 2-0.
Yeah. I know about this one.
It's Vardy's last home game. Yeah, I don't see why he would miss the final.
I know it's his last home game, but I'm just saying what they said. It was
Yeah,
his last game.
I want to know
Don't
what
make sense.
if that's true. What's the reason for that? I don't mean, especially as even if it wasn't trying to get 200 goals, why would you just miss the last game of the season? That last game of the season is where you get your standing ovation and the appreciation that for what you've done for that club you deserve. So yeah. Or does he want to go out at the King Power? Yeah.
Yeah.
But even so, I don't get anyway.
What's that? I could be proven wrong, Gazer. It's not true.
Right, Colin, Leicester 2, Ipswich 1. 5, 10, 10.
Go out and a high gets a hat trick.
You see, I'm very like OCD. Like I don't want him to score 201. I need it to just be 200 is good. You understand? Score one goal and that's it. Bogan. Is it? Yeah, Bogan. Bogan.
Yeah, man.
What's a Bogan?
Very Bogan, man.
What's a Bogan?
Bogan. Ooh, would you equate it to? It's
Yeah, Bogan.
very ochre Australian. It's classed as a Bogan. Basically, fucking white trash.
Oh, fair income.
Something like that. A lot of people are very proud to be called Bogan here, though. There's a bit of that, just real Australian.
Yeah. Right. Robert says Vardy announced he would play his last game at Ipswich and Leicester respect that. So he's made that decision.
Oh, there you go. All right. Whatever that reason is.
All right, Geezer, you've got your score, haven't you? I think.
Oh, yeah, I've forgotten what I wanted to do now.
All right. Do you want me to go or no?
You go, yeah. You have a pop.
Vardy party in the Arvo. Yeah. I'm gonna go for let's go for a 2-1 Leicester. 2-1 steady. Right, I'm gonna go for 2 cards. Nicely, boys. Corners 9. Shots on target 7. 2-1 Leicester, and Vardy will get his goal and have a party. So, Geezer, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Ipswich.
I'd like to give Leicester a 2-0 win, but I can see Ipswich getting one.
Yeah.
So, 2-1.
2-1. Fair income.
Yeah, mate. I don't think there'll be a lot of cards in there. 3 cards.
3 cards.
8 corners.
8 corners.
8 shots on target. Yeah, that'd be enough.
2-1 Leicester. Right, everybody. Next game is Arsenal v Newcastle. Let me just tell you. Obviously, we know Arsenal in second. Newcastle are in third. Now, they are only 2 points behind Arsenal. So, obviously, a win would take them into second place above Arsenal.
That'd be good.
If Arsenal did lose this, Chelsea would... At the minute, Chelsea are 2 points behind Arsenal. So are Villa, but they played a game extra tonight. And Arsenal's final game, I think Southampton. Let me check. Yeah, it's away to Southampton. So, yeah, maybe a bit late for Arsenal to drop out of second place. I'm sorry, any lower than third. But Newcastle, Geezer, for Newcastle to win a trophy and potentially finish second, how would you
I think there's a lot of incentive there, Gazer. I think it's more massive for Newcastle to finish second than it is Arsenal.
Yeah,
I think they'll, you know what I mean, for them to finish second, when really it was a two-horse race for the last 2-3 months.
exactly.
If they could nick second off Arsenal, and lucky for them, they've got a player. I think they'll be up for it big time, Newcastle.
Do you think that makes a statement going forward, as in like, okay,
Yeah.
we're here now as well, like we're here?
No, if Newcastle could spend money, they'd be challenged for that title every year.
Mm.
That's the problem. The only problem they've got, you know, they had to sell players last summer because of this PSR bullshit.
Yeah.
Get rid of good players that they didn't really want to get rid of.
Mm.
But if I could see Mbeumo coming to Newcastle, a couple of other players, they could be a challenge next year. It's just what they're allowed to spend might, yet again, hold them back.
Listen, with all due respect to Jacob Murphy, and he's earned that respect, but the thought of Gordon, Isak, and Mbeumo as a front three in the Premier League, does that whet your appetite as a football fan?
We got Mbeumo, Isak, and who?
And Anthony Gordon on the left.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
It
It's
ain't
not
bad.
bad front three. It's not bad.
That ain't bad
Yeah.
at all. So we'll see what happens in the transfer market. Sorry, let's get back to the chat. Arsenal v Newcastle. Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah. Right, so Inky has gone 2-2 for Arsenal v Newcastle. 5, 10, 11. Inky. 5, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Freshie has gone Arsenal 1, Newcastle 2, which would be, yeah. Once again, I'd love to see them
Oh,
finish above Arsenal.
yeah, it'd be another stick to beat Arsenal with as well, wouldn't it? They're going to get it. You're in a 2-horse race, you came third.
Yeah,
A
imagine
bit
that.
like what Tottenham did that year, you know, when Leicester won it.
Yeah. Imagine Newcastle finish above them, and then Spurs go on to win that Europa and all of that. Yeah, like Arsenal's bad season for them. 4-11-9. Danny is gone. Arsenal 2, Newcastle 4.
Fucking hell, Danny boy. That's a score, mate. That deserves more points if you get that right.
That would be lovely.
I think they have missed Joel Linton in the last couple of games, though, even though they're doing all right, Newcastle. They're a so much better team when Joel Linton's playing.
When is he back? Or he's not for the season?
Don't know. I don't know if he's back at all because I'm not sure.
Okay, Lawrence. Oh, right now he's there. Lawrence has gone 1-2. 4. Wait, yeah, 4-11. Lawrence. 4, 11.
Yeah, I think most of these scores because they want Newcastle to beat Arsenal, not so much it's going to be.
Uh,
I think we all do.
Darren has gone for 2-2. Gosh. Darren.
Yeah, they were missing Rice last week as well, weren't they?
Yeah, what was the injury? Or
Never heard anything whether he's back or not. I imagine he is, but I don't know.
oh, gosh. Right. May 18th also marks the exact day that Vardy signed for the club 14 years ago. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Is that the date that he's going to play? 1 minute. Fixtures. No, 1 minute.
Back in 14 years, geezer, you know. A long time out of club. Huh?
Leicester. Fixtures. Yeah, the 18th. So maybe that as well. He wants it. Yeah, OCD. Exactly 14 years. Imagine it. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's all in a line, isn't it? And he's as long as he scores that goal, then everything's
Exactly.
perfect.
Scores a goal. It's exactly 14 years. Exactly 200 goals. Wow. Right. You got Darren's. Yeah, you got Darren's one. Up the barcode. We'd love it if the Arse finished third in a 2-horse race. Exactly. Wait, Robert. Okay, yeah, sorry. I thought I had Robert. Robert has gone for Newcastle to win 2-1. So he's going 1-2. 5, 6, 11. 5, 6. 11. 1, 2. Nice trivia, Roberto. Wally's also gone 1, 2. So, yeah.
Ooh. Everyone hates Arsenal, goes up.
There's no reason why Newcastle can't go there and win. And as Geezer's already said, they've probably got more motivation to finish second than Arsenal. So it could happen.
To
Colin,
me, it sort of stinks of a draw, Geezer, but I just want them to win.
yeah. Colin has also gone for Arsenal 1, Newcastle 2. Has anybody backed Arsenal yet?
No,
Nope.
only
Right.
draws.
Right, hold on. Make that 13 years ago. Fucking fat fingers. Still, it's a long time in this day and age. Isak and Gordon. Oh shit. Especially says Isak and Gordon are on their way out the door.
There's no way Newcastle are letting Isak go, surely.
Larry Dog, you changed your corners there too. Yeah, I saw that fresh, but yeah. So I took the second one, Lawrence. Yes. Boom, boom. Newcastle have already won at the Library this season. Oh yeah, they knocked them out of the Carabao Cup, didn't they? Over 2 legs. Yeah, it was 2 legs. Right. Did you say you know yours?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm the same as half the others. 1-2. That's me. 1-2. I just want Newcastle to win.
Yeah.
But I should have 12 shots on target. And then there should be 5 cards.
Yep.
And 10 corners.
1, 2.
I hope it's 0-4.
Shit. Have Newcastle got Arsenal's card? I'm gonna go. Nil 2.
Yeah.
We will have 6 cards in this game. Corners, we will have 12. Shots on target, quite low, 7. And I said 0-2. Right, next game, everybody, is Brighton v Liverpool. Liverpool obviously champions. Brighton are 9th on 55 points, level with Brentford. So Brighton are another one of those teams hoping that City win the FA Cup and then they can claim 8th spot, which would be the Europa Conference League. So, yeah, as it stands, but they will know. City play Palace Saturday. Brighton play on Sunday. So let's say City do win, Brighton would have more motivation to win this game because now they know, okay, if we can get 8th, it's definitely Conference League. So it depends on the FA Cup final as to maybe how Brighton approach this game.
Yeah. And Liverpool just had a little trip. They moan about all this fucking European football, right?
Exactly.
Fucking flying there.
Yeah,
and they're off on fucking holiday for the week. Come back.
Exactly.
Oh,
right. Inky Boy has said Brighton 1, Liverpool 3.
Who's that? Inky? 1-3. I'm going for the fucking shot here. It might not be that of a shot. These fuckers are not on the beach. They've been to the beach.
Well, they're going to the beach. They're going to Brighton Beach this time round. No, not Dubai. Right. Freshly has gone Seagulls 2, Liver Birds 1. So he's going 2-1 to Brighton.
Freshly, you're on my fucking wavelength here. I've got a funny feeling like Liverpool doesn't give a shit. And Brighton just might. So I'm on that wavelength.
Right, Lawrence has gone Brighton 1, Liverpool 3.
Yeah, never happened.
Amos Last words. Or
But they might be that relaxed. They fucking just ping the ball around and score 4 fucking goals as well. You never know with them.
let's see if Trent gets booed again if he plays. Which ain't gonna help them. Danny has gone Brighton 1, Liverpool 0.
Does Salah still need goals for the Golden Boot?
Nah, he's got that.
Is he in front of it all?
Yeah, he's winning. He's got 27, I think. He's got 28, and his nearest rival, Isak, has got 23. So he's on he's 5 goals clear with 2 games to go.
Yep, all over.
Roberto has said 1-2. Obviously, Salah will be hoping to get 30 goals. That was probably a target of his.
Hang on. Did Inky say 1-3?
Inky said 1-3, yeah.
Yeah, I wrote it in the wrong spot. Robert. Okay.
Robert is 1-2.
Yeah, got it.
Darren is also 1-2.
Yeah, never happening.
1, 2. Colin has said 1-3.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Wally's got 1-2. I don't even have to see it.
Wally. Yep, you're right. I don't know how you got that one. 4, 10.
Yeah. Could be reading this completely wrong, geezer, but I fancy Brighton to beat them 2-1. So that's
Okay. Right, we'll read Freshie's comment in a minute. Okay, what are you saying for this game? You're saying 2-1 to Brighton?
Yeah.
Okay.
They might even have a hell of a turnaround, Liverpool as well. You know? So, yeah, 2-1. 8 shots on target.
Yep.
8 corners.
Yep.
3 buckets.
Yeah. Slot might want to look at what score did you say? 2-1.
2-1.
You might want to look at some players for potential next season keep, let go and all that. So yeah, you don't. Yeah, he's under no obligation to put out a full strength team. Right, I'm gonna go for 2-2. Let's have a 2-2. Let's sit on that fence and let's have a 2-2. I'll also go 3 cards. 7 corners. 8 shots on target. 2-2. Right, you lot. Let's just read his comments first. First, she says, one thing off topic. How the fuck were Spuds and Manure allowed to play their games early before the Europa final when we didn't get the same dispensation for ours? Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Robert says Big Six syndrome. Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, I know that Villa's game was always planned for that. Oh, no, Man United, Chelsea. But Tottenham applied they was meant to play on Sunday. So they applied to the FA to have their game changed to the Friday, the same as Man United. And Villa objected to that. But the FA did give them it because they thought it was fairer for the both teams because they're playing against each other on Wednesday. That's how it transpired.
Yeah. Because all right. I can't wait. I cannot wait to watch that final. Cannot wait. Not for the football. Man. Not for the quality of football. I can't wait to whoever loses that game.
Oh,
I cannot wait.
Trouble, it's not as bad for Amorim. Amorim's here next year, not a problem. Whatever. They're going to give Amorim the summer window and move people in who feel like it. But for Big Ange, it's either a great season for Tottenham or it's the worst season ever. and he's not even guaranteed his job, even if he wins.
Yeah. I can't wait to not watch. Yeah, I'm not watching it for the football. I'm just watching it for the heartbreak.
Yeah,
You know, Amarim, I don't know if tonight is 27, but he's won only 6 games out of, I think, 27 or something since he took over.
Yeah.
Like, it's terrible.
oh,
like,
it's not good.
his
Definitely
Premier
not
League
good.
record is terrible. Like, bad. Sean Dyche came
Yeah.
out the other day and said, I would have had more wins if I was the Man United. And he's not lying. He said, if I was the
Who
Man
said that?
United, Sean Dyche, he said, if I was Man United manager, I would have had more wins than him. And I don't disagree, because he's woeful.
No.
He's
Do you know what made me laugh? Last week when I was watching the game live, West Ham Man United, every time that Hoyland got it, I went, he ain't scoring.
Yeah, he looked bad.
I was confident
bad,
he would score, and he didn't.
Oh, you mean against us?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Every
tonight
time.
as well.
I
Tonight,
knew he wasn't going to score. He was 1-on-1 with Ariola at once. Ariola said he had that shot right next to the goal line that Ariola dived and saved. I knew he weren't going to score. I thought Harry Maguire was more of a threat when he came into the box in that last 20 minutes. Fuck me, man. He getting on headers, heading them past the post. He was more of a threat than their centre forward.
Harry Maguire tonight scored a great goal, like a great finish, but it was ruled out just offside. And Hoyland looked terrible tonight. I thought you were talking about, he looked bad tonight, like real bad.
Did he?
Yeah.
All right, I haven't seen any of it yet. So I'll watch the highlight.
Kevin Sade and Frood. What am I missing here? Kevin Sade and Frood. Kevin Sade. Is that the one for Brentford? Yeah. I hate it when I don't know like what's going on. Kevin Sade and Frood. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. What game? Oh, sorry, you lot. So this is the game.
Next.
Yeah, Kevin Sade plays for Brentford. Knew that. Schadenfreude is to derive pleasure from another's misfortune. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we do. When Arsenal fuck up, we do take pleasure from that. That's for sure.
Schadenfreude. Well, I'm taking pleasure from that cup final.
And Tottenham, for that matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Even without my love of Big Ange, I still take pleasure in Tottenham going to pieces. It's crazy.
Right, you lot. The eighth game is in Serie A. Inter Milan v Lazio. Now, Inter Milan are second to Napoli. They're also in the Champions League final after that classic two-legged affair against Barcelona. I didn't realize that Barcelona have won the domestic treble. So imagine that Barcelona could easily have won the quadruple this season.
Yeah.
And they fell
seconds away from doing that, wasn't it?
Yeah, at the last. Yeah, crazy. So it wasn't even mentioned on that thing. Yeah, I didn't realize that they was on for quadruple. Let me just check this. So Inter are second to Napoli. Wait, hold on. Right, Napoli have got 78 points, 2 games to play. Inter have got 77 points, so they're a point behind Napoli with 2 games to play, and they're in the. And then Lazio are in 5th, but they are joint with Juve, and top 4 in Italy gets Champions League. So they are actually trying to get into the Champions League. So it's a big game. Inter v Lazio. Both teams have got everything to play for. Hold on. Wally. I can't wait. No, it's got to be right. Freshy's the first one. Freshy's gone Inter 2, Lazio 1. 4-11-9-2-1.
Yep, very surprising. Look.
2-1. Danny's gone Inter 2, Lazio 0. 14.
Danny, 2-0.
Who's next? Darren's gone 2-1 Inter. Sorry, 2-1 Inter. Who's next? Roberto 3-0 Inter. 3-7-7.
Yeah.
Lawrence, he's gone Inter 1, Lazio 2. 5, 11,
Never happened.
5, 11, 12.
I'll just have a bit of fun with these.
1, 2. Who's next? Inky has gone 3-0 Inter. That's the worst. The catch-22 for Inter is that ideally they would have secured Champions League, but they're not in the title race, so they could play a weakened side and rest for the final. But because they're still in it, they're going to have to play full strength. So it's a double-edged sword, especially injuries and stuff. Inky 5, 11, 3-0. Inky boy. Right, who's next? Inter and Napoli had only two. Inter and Napoli had only 2 decent teams in Serie A this season, and Lukaku's at Napoli. McTominay's at Napoli. I think Billy Gilmore's at Napoli as well. But yeah, McTominay is starring for them. Walito's gone 1-1. Giza 5, 9, 11.
What? What?
11, 1-1.
Yeah.
Colin's gone 2-2.
Yeah, they can see goals holding and they score goals. So I'm going to go 3-2.
But Freshie says, just do what you usually do, Giza. Copy someone's numbers. And Lawrence says, exactly. Well, he's gone 3-2, so no one else has gone 3-2. He's gone for
I'll be winning.
he's gone for
How did I win last week then?
Oh, look, even, Inky said, so true, Freshie. They got their daggers out for you, mate.
Get the fuck out of here. Well, I've gone 3-2. None of you have done that, have you? Yeah. Got a 3-2. I don't know, 12 shots on target. Look at that. 9 corners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Could be 6 carder. We'll go for 6 cards.
6 cards. Did you say 9 corners, 12 shots on target, or the other way around? Sorry. You said 9 and 12.
Yeah, 12,
you said 12
corners.
Oh,
did I? No.
What do you want? Sorry, 6 cards.
6 cards. Yeah.
Yeah. How many? Yeah.
Corners. That's the 9, 12 shots on target.
Yeah, that's what you did say. You did the 9 corners, 12 shots on target. And you said, what score did you say? Sorry.
3-2.
3-2. Yeah. 3-2. Right. Inter have got to win this game. They have to win. So I'm going to go Inter 2, Lazio 0. I'm going to go 7 cards. Fiery Italian match. Corners. 9. Shots on target. 10. 2-0 Inter. Right, you lot. Back to the Premier League. And the next game is Crystal Palace v Wolves. Now, we don't know the outcome of the cup final and how that will affect Palace. But yeah, we just got to do it on face value. Crystal Palace against Wolves. Tough to pick because of, like I said, the final. And it's Palace that can prevent 8th becoming a Conference League if they win it. If they lose, then 8th is still an option and they are still in the running to get 8th place. So they could still have some motivation even if they do lose the final. So what we got here? Right, Lawrence has said Palace 2, Wolves 1.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
4, 10, 2, 1. Who's next? Danny has gone Palace 0, Wolves 3.
Don't it? Yeah.
0-3. Danny. Freshie, oops, has gone Palace 1, Wolves 2. The champ, top dog. 1, 2. Who's next? Lawrence has gone the opposite. He's gone 2-1 to Palace. Hold on. Lawrence, 1 minute.
We had him.
Oh, we've done Lawrence already. Yeah, he's got it in twice. Okay, sorry. Wally has also gone 2-1.
Yeah. He broke out with his 1-1 and then straight back to it. I don't want it.
Go on, Wally. Roberto has said 2-0 Palace. 3-14-10.
Yeah, it's really hard to know after that cup final, isn't it?
Yeah.
If they've won it, they've got, they've got European football. And don't know how motivated they'd be. What have Wolves got to play for? Fuck all, really?
Mm.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah.
Inky has said 1-1.
Yeah, see, that's what was in my head. This game might be.
But anything can happen, he says.
Yeah. It really depends on that final. If we presume they've lost it, Palace, they might be more motivated.
Right. Freshie says, is this the 9th game on the list? Yes, it is. Yeah, it is, Fresh.
Yeah.
Darren says 2-1 Palace.
Yeah. Normally, I think that's what I'd pick here, 2-1.
Well, Colin's gone 2-1 as well to Palace.
I just don't want to pick it.
2-1, Colin. Right, just up 2.
Yeah, I'm going 1-1.
You're going 1-1, yeah?
Yeah.
Copy an Inky, yeah? Is it Inky?
It could be one of them end of season games. It's not much, not very good. They get a draw. 8 shots on target. Fucking 4 cards.
Yep.
Would they have a lot of corners? Really? 9.
One. Right. I'm gonna go for regardless. Fuck it. Regardless of the FA Cup. I'm gonna go Palace. Yeah, it's gotta be 2-1 Palace. Regardless. Yeah, 2-1 Palace.
Yeah. I think if it is 2-1, that's just not going to surprise me.
Yeah,
It should be the score.
I'm gonna go for 5 cards. Corners 7. Shots on target 7. 2-1 Palace. Right. And here we go. 1 sec. Palace have never broken 50 points in the Premier League and have got Liverpool away in their final game. They're on 49 again. They've never got more than 50 points. See, imagine they beat that and they get.
That's what I picked before.
Well. Shit. Never broken 50 points. Damn. Don't copy me, geezer, for feck's sake, says Inky. Yeah, he's done it already with the 1-0.
Did I? I don't know what you even done.
Right.
Apart from the scoring, yeah. But it was in my head when you said it. I went, yeah. Inky, that's confirmed it.
Right, you lot. This is.
You only got 20 points last week, Inky. I'm not copying you.
Right, you lot. Second to last game. Man City v Bournemouth. Once again, Man City will be coming off the back of an FA Cup final. We don't know the outcome of that. They drew the last Premier League game, which was damaging because now they're outside of the Champions League places. 0-0 with Southampton. Bournemouth lost, I think, 1-0 at home to Villa. I'm sure they did. So, Bournemouth can still get into Europe, but I think now it's unlikely. But yeah, Man City have to win this game.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm going to go
now-
first.
yeah, you go first.
I think, yeah, they've got to win it. So they're at home. I don't think Bournemouth are going to be bloody Southampton to sit 10 men in the fucking box either. So 2-0, a simple 2-0 to Man City.
Yep.
Yeah, fucking. They will have 12 shots on target and 8 corners
Yeah.
and 3 cards.
2-0 City. Is that result regardless of what happens in the FA Cup for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. No. Here we go. Freshie has gone City 2, Bournemouth 1.
Of course.
4, 2, 1. Lawrence has gone City 3, Bournemouth 2.
What happening?
4, 12, 22. That would be a great. You know what?
Good pick, Lawrence. You get that right. That's a cracking
Because
pick.
of the money and all of that, it would be nice to see City not get into the Champions League. It would. You know, like
Yeah, good bother me,
yeah, it would be real nice. Right, Danny has gone for the opposite. He's gone City 2, Bournemouth 3.
Against the great Danny boy.
4, 2, 3. Who's next? Robert has gone 1-1 with 21 corners. 4, 21, 8. Robert.
What?
4, 21, 8.
21 cool. That'd be fucking record for the season, wouldn't it?
Wally has gone 2-1 City. 4, 10, 10.
Yep. Always a given, that one.
Wally needs the lucky dip. Even one just to put the pressure right on. Inky's gone 3-1 City. 4, 9, 11. Inky. 4, 9, 3, 1. Darren has gone 3-0 City. 3-0, Darren. Colin has gone 2-2, which, yeah, that's not going to help City. Anything other than City win is damaging for them. 5, 11, 12. 2-2. Right, so it's just my one. They've got to win this game. They will win this game. But Bournemouth will score as well. Is it going to be 2-1 or 3-1? 2-1. 2-1 City. We will have 5 cards. 8 corners. 8 shots on target and 2-1 City. Right, you lot. The last game was a massive pet out. Don't worry, I won't be picking Leeds to win many next season. I think Leeds will do well. That's a group chat, Danny. Pep out. That's hilarious. Right, you lot. For all the wrong reasons, this is a massive, massive, massive game. The final game for us is the Europa League final. Big Ange's Tottenham Hotspur v Ruben Amorim's Manchester United. This is the battle of the shitters, and whoever loses this game, this will go down and be remembered for a very long time about how bad a season it was. For the winners, that would all be forgiven. All be forgiven. Yeah, I'm telling you, just watch the body language of the team that loses and also the team that wins. That whole weight off their shoulders, knowing, yeah, we don't want to be the losing team. So this could be a cagey affair.
This is the consequences of a loss are so bad.
Yeah, bad.
It's like a playoff final, isn't it? It's all or nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is It'd be interesting to see people's scores here because this is one that I ain't got a clue. Right, here we go. Robert straight in. Robert has gone for 2-2. 1 sec. Let me make sure that's not the last game.
2-2.
Wait. Yeah. He's gone for 2-2. 3-21. He's gone for 21 corners in this game. 3-21-8. Roberto.
Fuck off with you, Robert. What are you on with these fucking corners? What do you think? All these defenders just going to keep kicking them out?
2-2. Take extra time. Oh shit! Freshie says, "Spuds manure for fuck's sake. Do I have to?"
Exactly. Toss a coin.
Right, Danny. He's not going for Man U, so he's gone 2-1 Spurs.
Shit.
He's hoping. He definitely don't want Man United as a Leeds fan.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
2-1.
I don't think Spurs are winning this, man.
Freshie has also gone 2-1 to Spurs. 4-11-9.
Really? I should back Ange though, because his second season fucking trophy wins. He's done everywhere in the world.
Right, Lawrence is gone. Lawrence is going Spurs 0, Man United 1.
0-1. Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, their injuries again. Madison, Kulusevski, Bergvall. Fuck. Don't know how they're going to do it, but
Inky. Right, Inky, yours, that whatever you put hasn't popped up. So Inky. Okay, you got it here. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Fresh has already told you. Yeah, nothing came up. Thanks for that, Fresh. Right, so let's go. Wally. Wally has also gone 0-1. So I don't know if there's an American group chat going on here because Wally and Lawrence have both gone 0-1. So we might have to have an investigation into this.
I hope it's a 2-1 result. It's just fuck me, I might.
Darren has gone 1-2.
Yeah, I can't go the same with Darren.
1-2. Right.
Try to get in front of it.
Here we go. Right, so Inky's gone Spurs 2, Man United 1. 6-10-11. Inky. Yeah, so obviously you lot, sometimes your messages just don't show up at all. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a YouTube thing or a StreamYard thing. Right. Colin has gone Spurs 1, Man United 2. 5-10-11. So don't ever think that I'm ignoring. Yeah, you lot might ask me a question or something, and yeah, sometimes things obviously don't show up. 5-10-11. 5, 10, 11. 1-2. Right, Geezer, it's just us two for this final game. Ange, as always, won a trophy second season. I want him to win it. Shut all the journos up. Yeah. So look, he said journos. That's what the Australians would call the journos, wouldn't they? Journos. That'd have to be a journo, wouldn't it?
Yeah, mate. Journos.
Journos.
Yeah, that's the only reason I've got here because I like Ange and just for all that they've been using that stick ever since he said that to beat him with.
Yep.
He always wins, and he said when he got knocked out of the League Cup, they slagged him off over it. When they got knocked out of the FA Cup, they slagged him off over it. I fucking hate them journalists, man. I really do. It goes back a long time with me with journalists. Don't like them.
Are you gonna pick yours on heart or head? And I'd say heart, like lightly. Obviously,
Yeah, heart for a big edge. That's it. I'm going to pick only heart. I think Man United probably will win it, but I'm going to go Spurs 2, Man United 1. Just hoping that just to shove it all up there, talksport, pundit, wankers, shove it up. And that's the only thing. I'd rather these teams, neither of them won anything.
Mm.
But that's my only motivation here is that. And so I'm going to go 2-1. And I think it's only going to be about 8 shots on target,
Yep.
5 cards,
Yep.
11 corners.
Right, before I go, if you was Big Ange and you won this trophy, what would you do next?
Walk away.
You would walk away. Yeah.
I'd win it and walk away.
Yeah.
But if Levy's not sacking him, you are talking about walking away from millions of pounds. I might be different if I was in that position.
I've heard that he's on for a £2 million bonus if they win this competition as well. I don't know.
Okay. Probably
Yeah,
was on some kind of bonus.
Sky Sports reported that, so it was what you assume is a credible source.
But I would walk away and tell them to shove it. Tell their supporters to shove it. Yeah.
Danny.
Yeah, he's done it before, Keith. He walked away from the Australian job. He'd qualified for the World Cup. They tried to interfere with him picking his squad, and he told them to fuck off and he walked away. Let someone else take him to the World Cup.
Yeah. So
he has got principles with that.
If he's going to do that with the national team that he got there, he'll do it with anyone. So, yeah.
He's not afraid to do that.
Danny feels Bruno Fernandes will get a red card in this game. Freshy's first fielder for Lucky Dips 2, please. Thanks for that, Fresh. Wally needs that. Wally needs it taken into the final week.
We don't need you getting any Lucky Dips, Freshy.
Right.
I want to secure 3rd place for the season. That'll do me.
Don't worry.
I'm in Champions League spot.
We'll sort it out so you get all 5 4 and then don't worry.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
I've got a feeling you're gonna get all of them. Right, so for the final game, I'm gonna go. Fucking hell, I ain't got a clue. Right, let me look at my screen. Spurs 1, Man United 2. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, I'm seeing that.
I think Man United will get through. I think they'll win it, and I do believe it. Injuries, Jesus, they're an important player. Kulusevski, massive player for them. Maddison, when he's on it, that Bergvall, I think, cracking young player, man.
Yeah,
all 3 of them out. I don't know where they're going to get it all from, man. Going to be tough. But
and the thing is, you know, they've lost the last 2 league games, so it's not even like they're good form going. I know they're changing up the squad and that, but you need to be playing. So it's all good resting people, but they're all going to go into that with no momentum at all. So Man United ain't doing any better anyway. They lost to us, and then they lost to Chelsea without scoring as well. So
you can see when we played Man U last week, there was no real intensity with Man United. You know, and why would you blame them? Why would you? You don't want to be getting injured.
Exactly.
But they've had a couple of injuries lately though as well, Man United. And I think that Toro, whatever his name is.
Lenny Euro.
He was a little bit of an injury. I don't know if it's serious or not. But yeah, it's a strange final, isn't it? These 2 shit teams in the European final.
The worst final ever. The worst European final ever.
Could be because they're both so shit. It could be a great game.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna go for 7 cards, 14 corners. 8 shots on target, and I said 1, 2.
I know
Danny
what's
says,
not happening.
what?
21 fucking quarters, Robert. That ain't happening.
Imagine near the end of the season, we hit you again with a where you put your foot in it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, mate,
Imagine
that
that.
is it. I deserve it. He deserves extra points. Taking 21 corners. Fucking hell.
Right.
Mental.
Danny says Archie Gray scores for Spuds against Scum, then gives Leeds salute. I don't think he'll be playing in that game though. My mate Leeds, Ipswich, Liverpool fans want Spuds to win. I fucking despise both of them. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said.
The two teams I grew up hating most was Tottenham and Man United.
And now they're in a final. But like I said, the one thing you can take from that is just looking at the ones that lose and just focus on the ones that lose. That club that loses, and forget about the winners.
Yeah, because I like watching both of their fan bases suffer.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. So one of them is going to be.
There's going to be a meltdown. One of them is going to be meltdown, and that's the ones you focus on. Don't worry about the winners; they're irrelevant. Right, Geezer. Or any final words before we end the stream?
No, mate. No. End of a fucking season almost. Thank God. Hopefully, it's a good game against Forest for us. See?
Yeah.
That's it. I hope we do beat them. I hope Souček scores. I hope Sofal starts and Fabianski and Cresswell. Yeah, it's more about them, I think, than it is about the game. Yeah. I'd like to see Paqueta get back on the pitch. Hope he's fit enough. But yeah, that's it. Nothing special, mate. As much as I'd like to see Forest get to that Champions League, I think they might have blown it. Yeah. I think it might be too late for them.
I think our fans, the ones that go to the they deserve to be entertained for the last game of the season. And hopefully not only entertained, but leave there with 3 points, because it hasn't been great for us this season, far from it. So hopefully we can end the season, our home game, on a high. Obviously a win.
Yeah, it'd be
us.
nice for the fans, because like I say, it was a nice little bonus beating Man United.
Yeah.
It's a nice big finish at home. We'll win and then go and beat Ipswich on the last game of the season. At least there's something positive to the end of the season, because it's been such a shit year.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to finish with that. Last 3 games, 9 points. That'd be a start. And it's a good lift for Potter too, because I don't want to go into next season thinking Potter's shit and dreading it.
Yeah.
I want to have some kind of hope for the start of next season, and these 2 games, 2 wins will give me a bit of that.
Yeah.
Okay, you sort of saw against Man United how he wants to play. It's the first time I sort of saw a plan, especially with the 3 at the back and the 2 wing backs. You can see now that this is where he wants to be next season, and you've got to remember that's it. Half that team's going to be missing next season.
Yeah.
Going to be a completely different team take the field, and that a lot of going out and there's a lot coming in. Has to be, just has to be. We know 4 been let go already. With Ings, with the other boys,
and then
there's 4.
You've got
again.
The 2 loanies.
I can't see him coming back. So
you've got Soler will go back to PSG. Evan Ferguson will go back to Brighton.
Yeah. Rodriguez, I think, will try and get unloaded.
Yeah. Kudos will probably be sold to raise money. Paqueta, we don't know what's going on there.
We don't know the result of Paqueta's trial, so we might not have him. We might not have Kudos. He might be sold. So we could be losing, half a dozen, 7, 8 players out of that team. So you can't have to. How they're going to do it, bring these boys in, I don't know. going to be completely different. And the first 2 months will be telling. I would like to give a manager 10 games into a season. But that first 2 months, if we're dreadful, Potter, it's going to be on a knife edge whether you keep him. And then we go again. No one trusts Sullivan to bring in the right manager. Then we got to go through it all again. So I'm just hoping that first 8 weeks or so of the campaign next season, positive, and we do all right.
Well,
but like someone said the other day, who do you think will get our first game of the season? Will it be Liverpool, Man City, or Arsenal?
yeah, exactly.
Got to be Liverpool, isn't it? They've won the league. Well, that'll probably be our first game of the season. Liverpool away.
When really West Ham need Sheffield United or Sunderland at home. That's what we need as our first game.
Yeah, need to start well.
On a positive note, we've got if we win one of our last 2 games, we will definitely finish above Spurs and Man United after tonight's result. So, and next season is still exciting as the fact that we will be wholesale changes. It's something new where it's a new era under West Ham. So it will be interesting to see sort of who comes in and all of that. But yeah, it's also a bit worrying. But yeah, you never know.
It's worrying.
You never know.
Yeah, the leadership of Sullivan, you just don't have a lot of faith in him getting it right. Not sure whether Potter can get it right, but hopefully he will.
All right, let's we'll get through all these comments. Freshy says Croc Watch.
I'll tell you what, Freshy, after we done the show Wednesday, the next day there was a shark attack in South Australia. You might have already seen about it. Yeah, so I can talk about that next Wednesday. A geezer got queued up down in South Australia.
Okay, now. Take care, all. Darren says. Thank you, says Lawrence.
Cheers, Darren.
Cheers, all. See you next week when I've got 3 lucky dips and 150 points. Nice one, gents. And chat. Good luck. All the best with Anzac. Yes, I was going to wait to the end. Hope everything turns out well. Titch and Kieran, great show. Great joining you. Take care. See you both next week. Congratulations again tonight for Colin and
well on, Colin.
Wish you both a good weekend. God bless you both. Same to you, Colin. I see 4 points in the last 2. That would be good. It would be good. Because like I said, we just need 3 to finish above those 2. Cheers all. Nice one, Inky. Take care, all you wonderful gentlemen in the chat. Always a pleasure joining you. All take care. See you all next week. God bless you all. Liverpool will play a promoted team first game of the season. Always do. I'll look up the shark attack. Laugh out loud. Thanks, guys. Nice one, Wally. Well done, Colin and the other champ. Did you see a Samanda abandon a baby? Did you see a Samanda eat an abandoned baby?
No. You didn't see anything about that, Rob.
Right. As always, you lot, much appreciated. Everybody stayed to the end. It's been 3 hours, 18 minutes. I say it all the time. You lot understand on this channel, we're not promoting nothing. We're not monetized, none of that. It's all about just what we've got going on here. So, like I said, I can only express our appreciation. Anzac, I sincerely hope everything goes well. And if you do hear this, once again, just when you can, just let us know in the chat, and hopefully it's good news. He said it was a newborn in Thailand. Abandoned
wow.
Baby.
I haven't seen anything about that, Robert. Jesus Christ.
Well,
it's not good.
But yeah, appreciate everyone. Have a great weekend, great week. We will see you next Friday, which will be the last predictions that we make. The following
end of an era.
Yeah. The following week with the results, and then after that, like I said, we'll do Friday night chat-alongs, and we'll just chat for a short period of time, but we'll be here.
Yeah, and next week everyone's got to slag off Freshy because he's winning.
Yeah. And I've got a feeling Geezer's going to get all 4 of the lucky dips next week. So,
Yeah,
feel it
could
in
happen,
my
mate. Could
bones.
happen, especially next
Yeah.
week.
But yeah, you lot have a great week. And we will see you all next Friday. Ciao.
Laters. Bye-bye.
Latest potatoes.